Okay, guys, so we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I will be your friendly dungeon master this morning, this afternoon, this evening, wherever this finds you, whenever this finds you. Today we are carrying on with session, I think it's 39 of our ongoing campaign playing Advanced D&D, jeez. Astonishing Swordsmen and Sorcerers of Hyperborea by Jeff Talanian. And with me today are the stars of the Reavers of Thule campaign. I'll go the order I've got you guys on the screen. Why don't you tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what level are you currently? And I'm actually going to put Arlen at the end because Arlen was going to be playing someone different today. So first up, I have Will.
Hi, I'm Will. I'm playing Amar. He is a 5th level monk who is about to die.
Hooray! Next up is George.
Hey, I'm George. I am playing Malablack, who is a 5th level married Celt warlock, who similarly may be about to die.
And next up is Carl.
I'm playing Iphigenia Acantadoris. I don't know what's going on, but I'm rushing to see what's happening.
All right.
One of Malo's eyes. So.
Yes, you can see through one of Malo's. That's right. Next up.
And try to figure out what's going on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. That's maybe how you sort of situated yourself there. That's great. Next up is Robert.
Yeah, I'm playing Reagan, a Celt Viking Runegraver 5th level, and she's not currently about to die, but one hit from these things, and she could be. So
they are quite big. And last but not least is Arlen.
Hi, hi, I'm Arlen, and I'm playing Zanico, who is a new character to the campaign. He is a cleric.
What?
woohoo!
Yeah, so we're gonna have a full cleric in the party now.
Look out, world!
Useful.
That's awesome.
All right, so then, guys, what? I think Reagan, Malo, and well, I guess Amar and the dearly departed Arter were the ones who were here last time. What happened last time? I guess maybe Arlen, if it's the epitaph for for Arter, you want to lead in?
So we started off. We kind of started off with just sort of more information about this kind of jungle land that we find ourselves in, figuring out what was going on and how kind of we heard a lot about how deadly this part of the world is and all that sort of stuff. Didn't really take it in until later in the session because we eventually decided that we would go into this kind of valley area where there is a smoking spire, a black spire, some type of structure, and we could see it from afar and decided we would investigate because it seems like a sign of human habitation. And we went into this valley and traveled for maybe a day or two. I don't remember exactly how long we traveled for. And then one night we were attacked by these giant gorillas that are also cyclopses with elephantine tusks and all that sort of stuff. Amar was enlarged and he and Arter tried to hold the line, and where Arter was completely smooshed and Amar was partially smooshed, and now we're in kind of desperate straits trying to the new character, Arter's replacement, Zanico, is here bringing Iphigenia back because he knows a little bit more about this region, and he said that you guys were a bunch of idiots for trying to go down into the valley, and especially for not going all as a big group. So he's here to save the day.
Nice. And I'll give. There he is. Okay, so and Iffy has brought Yason the Tundra Tiger with her. As well too. Okay, so guys, let's just jump right into the fracas then. So let's start off with, let's see here, maybe my initiative dice rolling is that. We're just gonna start over at 1 because I can't remember where we left off in the initiative order, and there's really 50-50 chance of me getting it right. So let's see, Carl, you missed last session. Let's have you kick us off with some initiative rolling. First, everyone decide what you're doing this round. You can... Oh.
Damn it.
Right now, I'm just seeing the
Run,
overland
attack.
map.
Yeah. Go ahead and put in what you're going to do, and I will let you keep that 6. I won't rob you of...
Sorry, too many. I forgot the procedure.
It's okay. Way too many games.
So before I choose this,
Yep.
Kev, Reagan's. I mean, I have an idea that this is something that if this is basically too meta, let me know. But Reagan.
Yes, I tell you right now. I think this is there's far too much of a
no,
lead-in for the question. If it's a question of whether a spell will work on something, I can't answer that for you.
No spells.
Yeah.
Basically, it's a point more or less about the astonishing fortune. So
Okay.
if these things are about as big as a whatever, she's hoping to try to go between this thing's legs so she can touch Amar.
Okay.
Would that be something I could use? An astonishing
What I'll
point
yes
for?
no what I'll let you do is just give us a if you're going to do that, just give a dexterity test.
Sure.
Test
Are
your
we coming?
feet.
We're just like coming onto the scene.
Yeah, you guys are coming running up like all at the ready. And the edge. So for these maps too, the edge is going to be the hard line. So like you see how there's a clear black line at the bottom there. That's
I
the.
actually don't see the battle map. I see the overland map.
I just
Oh.
gave the overland.
I see that. You may need to refresh.
Yeah, maybe I'll.
So are you thinking this would probably be a feat of dex?
Let's see here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to decide. I think it's a test of dex. We'll say just a test. Because I don't think any of you guys are. Now, can you guys see the battle map again?
Working on it.
It should be all dark except one small section.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
And
looks
that's
like, yes.
enough.
Now I'm good.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Carl, can you see it now?
I saw it briefly, but now it disappeared.
So I know that Roll20 was having issues last night. It
There it is.
crashed.
I got it.
Oh, you got it? Awesome. Okay, when I was loading Conan characters.
So where are we coming from? I have to.
From the top right, or top left of the screen. So you're running over towards where, right here... Let me hit refresh. I lost Carl's camera.
So I got it. I'm gonna change.
Connect. Here we go.
Is this
Okay, I got everyone back. All right, so right over here, you guys are running up. This is a cliff that's about 20 or 30 feet up. And it's where that hard line is. That's what will tell you where the bottom of the cliff is. Or where the edge of the cliff is, I should say. All right. So then...
And then the other question, real quick, Kev, is how far could that take me and still do magic?
Well,
would
remember,
I
you
be
can
able
only
to-
move half your combat
Okay.
move and then cast magic.
Okay, I think I can get there then. So that would be 15. Yeah, I can get
Okay.
to where I need to go.
Yeah, and then basically if you fail, then I'll just let it make an attack on you. It'll stomp on you. Yeah.
Yep, that's what I figured.
Okay, so we got everyone, and then so Carl rolled a 6. I got a 5. So, guys, you were up first. Let's see. Your first is melee. I have Malo in melee, so go right ahead.
Okay, cool. And I had put it into the chat, thankfully, at the end of last session, how many rounds were remaining for the gorillas with my raise of enfeeblement.
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
continue
right.
to track that.
Right, and it was scaling
so-
down their dice, their damage dice, right?
Yes, in fact, I can repost it.
No, that's okay. I think I remember from last time.
Okay, cool. Here we go. So here I'm attacking this. We're on a off round, so I'm attacking twice with my scimitar. I'll take that. Pretty good.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, 2 massive hits. All right, so let me get Amar. I'm just going to move you to the side here so I can see. Oh, there we go.
I might not need that feat of dex.
See here. 28. That is 1 dead giant.
Ah,
So what does it look like, Malo, as you take this thing down? Seeing our
so-
being bashed into the ground by this thing.
yeah, so he had been at a bit of a distance casting spells into the melee. So now he has charged where he'd run up through those kind of trees, slashing him, and literally leaped up, hacking down, landed on the knee of this kind of brutish creature, and then struck twice. And clove it in twain.
Yep. So it falls over, bleeding out from the vicious wound in its side. Let's see here. I think then it's only... Let's see if this thing can... Oh, crap. Reagan, you're next.
Yep.
Sorry. Ugh. So I'm stomping over. Reagan, your AC is currently A 3?
It's down to 2 because her dex went up, I believe.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 2.
Okay, so
Yep.
one of these massive fists comes pounding down. So your AC is a 2. Eesh. Whoa! Boom! First one misses. Second one misses.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
I was fully ready for an astonishing point there.
Yeah. Then next up is Missile, which is nobody. Then it is Magic. We got Iffy, and that's it. So Iffy, what are you doing?
I'm casting a lightning bolt.
Okay.
This one here. Go straight. I guess it's through. It's not going to matter. Arter's dead, right? Evolved pieces.
Arter's dead. Yes. Yeah. So, okay, let's make a save for this thing. 2 will not do it, so failed save. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah. Hopefully I get some. Last time the damage wasn't so great.
No.
Yeah.
Come on.
Is it like 5d6
Go.
or something?
5d6, right?
Yeah.
You're 5th level, right? Nice.
There you go.
All right. Yeah! This lightning plays across this thing, and then the thunderclap that follows. You guys can all picture, because this is in the night as well. You all sort of look up, and then silhouetted by the moon is Iffy and Yason the Tundra Tiger. What did Yason do this turn?
Prey to the Tundra Tiger, but yeah.
Oh, is yours Preda?
Yeah.
Oh, hold up, I got the
What's his
wrong.
name? Jason. Collins.
Kane.
Oh, that's Kane's. Okay, hold on. Let me.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter. I'll rename this one.
mine leveled though because I actually saw battle.
Okay, let's see here. Oh wait, we got characters. Yeah, hold on. I forgot that we had characters made for the Tundra Tigers.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Right one here. Where are you? The little cat. Where are you? There you are, Preda.
So how does she get down?
She can have to try and navigate her way around, or she can leap down onto. It's only a 10-foot drop onto the back of that giant.
That seems very risky.
Definitely. I mean, it's only been one of your allies dead so far. Come on. There you go. There's Preda. And she's at full health as well, too, so she should have 17 hit points.
Should probably like maneuver down.
Okay.
However, was it to the right? Is it where they go down? Or?
I think... I actually don't know. Yeah, you may have to poke around and see how she gets down. What you guys just ran towards was where the noise was. Let me give Preda sight here. All right. Okay. So then, it is then move. We've got Zanako and Reagan. So Reagan, we need a feat of Dex. Oh, actually, this thing is dead.
Gone, so yeah. So she's, and actually would have been a test, but anyway, she's
dead and on top of Amar.
Yeah. So she,
so happy.
I think she still has to take a opportunity attack or whatever from this thing, but she's going to move.
Okay, so let's see here. Oh, that one is a miss as well. 4 will not do it.
Okay. Got it.
Okay.
In that case, she's going to go 10, just a little further back. Okay.
Okay.
So, all right.
All right. Then the second phase is, let's see here. If he's got an attack. Oh, I think that might have been for you change your mind to magic. Is that right, Kurt?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So then.
I don't move.
Yeah, no, you can't move because you cast. So no one's attacking. Second phase. Zanako's moving. So that's
Moved up to the edge, and then can I is it too steep for a controlled slide, or just a jump, or
this is 30 feet down, so
30 feet? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said
The
10
giant's
earlier.
back is 20 though, so
okay.
would be kind of fun if we started a pile of your characters around there.
No, then I'm just gonna hold up at the top and get
Sure.
my sling ready.
Okay, you got it. Then it is Reagan's got magic on the second phase.
Yep. Prayer for the Dying. She
Okay.
casts on Amar.
Okay.
Oops.
He threw a dice at my head.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's the last hit point, Amar. Sorry.
Oh.
Just one more round.
Okay. Now, can Prayer for the Dying be used on someone that's got that low hit points? I can't remember how the
Yeah, it
rules.
says hit 0 or less.
0 or less. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And once it's been used, it can only can't be used again in the same once a day. Okay. Right. Okay.
That person.
All right.
It stabilizes them or just gives them the hip?
No.
Yeah, he was stabilized before. There was
Okay.
Astonishing Fortune was spent before to stabilize him.
Ooh, okay.
That's why our tier
Yeah.
things didn't go well, because we blew through the Astonishing Fortune.
Yeah.
Okay, so then it is. So here's what you can do, Xanico. You could make a Dex test to try and climb down if you wanted.
I'm
you
gonna
had
stay
2
out
moves.
of melee range for now and just do my sling from
Not
up
a bad
here.
idea.
Yeah.
All right. So then, let's see. Magic's done. Move. Malo, you got a move left?
Yeah, I'm just gonna move up to Preda and like get next to her and just give her a nod.
Okay.
Glad you've arrived.
Nice. Okay, so guys, I think that's the end of round 1. We are on to round 2. So this is a favored round for those of you with what do you call it? Weapon specialization. Everyone, write down what you're doing, and then Carl, I'll show you what I rolled. Ooh.
Let's see. Actually, oh wait, no, Reagan wouldn't have plans. Yeah, we got back all of our supplies when we left, right?
You got back all the things you brought with you when you went
Okay.
in through that gate.
Okay, got it.
So I think there's some things that
we
were
are-
unfortunately left behind.
And we are at nighttime, right?
Nighttime, yep.
She's gonna give motion move.
Great. Okay, so then, Carl, beat my 1. Come on.
I don't know why. 4.
Nice. Okay. So we got Malo, and Malo really wants to hit stuff.
Yeah, I made a mistake and I did my favorite round the last turn.
Oh,
I
okay.
realized. Yeah.
So we got Malo. Who am I missing here? 1, 2, 3.
Me.
Oh, Amar. Yeah. What are you doing, Amar? Well, you're dead. Never mind.
I'm laying there not dying.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay. So then first up is Malo with melee. Go ahead.
Okay, so he moves up here.
Preda's gonna go into melee too.
Yep. Go ahead. Woo.
Nice.
That is a hit.
That's it.
Okay. Preda, go ahead and make your melee attack.
2 attacks.
Go.
Oh, wrong Preda.
I'm great.
The backstab, alright.
Come on. Preda.
Spawn a fight, right?
Yep. That
Those
second
were
one hits.
reversed, that would be good. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, 4 points of damage? For the
I
bite?
think she gets 2 claws. Yep. Okay.
Bites onto the ankle of this thing.
And this thing, for those, Arnold did a really good job of describing it, but you can picture like a roughly humanoid gorilla shape, but 20 feet tall. So this thing will turn, and it's going to bring one fist down, or try to, on Malo. Malo, your AC is currently a 1.
Correct.
Is that right? Okay. So first one, boom, is a big miss. Second one is a hit.
Okay.
Okay, and it's scaled down. Which means I don't get to roll my d12 anymore. I hope you enjoyed your time for the year. I'll see you again in 2021.
Yeah, no, I do.
Okay. 10 points of damage DR will apply.
I'll take it.
Okay. And
just so you know that Evilment only lasts one more turn, and that's one more round, and that's it.
okay. I'm hoping you guys will shuffle this
Yeah,
thing
me
off its
too.
mortal coil, you know, in that time.
Yes.
So, all right. So then that was melee is finished. We're on to missile. Mazaniko, what are you doing?
I am going to toss a stone from my sling at the remaining weird giant thing.
Please do. Shoo.
Oh, not
Oof.
so good.
Not so good.
But not a hidden ally. So that's
Excellent.
okay.
It's always a good one. Oh my god, he's on the giant side. Get him!
So should I just try to end this thing, right?
Yeah.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
Then it is Iffy. Magic.
So
what do you
I'm
got?
gonna finally use my ring of shooting stars to fire one ball of ball lightning at this creature.
Nice. So let's see.
Cool.
So it's one ball is fired. It's 4d12 damage. They get a device saving throw
Okay.
for half, and they get dex if it applies.
All right. Let's see here. Because I know it's another one of those magic items that I know they changed from AD&D. I say they, but it's yeah.
Yeah.
Page 447.
Hefe. Outdoors during the darkness of night. Awesome. Okay. So, let's see what its device save. Successful. It is not.
Okay. So here's the damage.
Nice. Carl, give us a description of what happens as that ball lightning consumes this thing.
I'm gonna be very dramatic, and then, like, as it's growling and yelling, I fire at it, and the ball lightning happens to go into its mouth. It explodes in a shower of purple light and blue lightning and a lot of gore.
Awesome.
Like their head's like smoking as it topples to the ground.
Yeah, its eyes completely cooked out.
On top, on the pile of, so like we have to dig Amar out. So it's gonna it falls back.
Nice. All right, so you have some slightly reheated aqueous and vitreous humor all over you, Amar. All right, so then.
And if he's like looks at the rings, like, oh, I guess it works.
Nice. Yeah, had a little more juice in it than you thought. So, guys, let's see here. So, with that, let me turn this down and put some of this up again. Oh, is that what I want? Yeah. I have all new musical cues for life in this section here.
Oh, that's cool.
So, guys.
I like it.
Thanks. So what happens next, guys?
Well,
So-
Reagan's going to do what she was going to do anyway and give Amar her last healing potion at 2d4 plus 2.
Okay. You guys can assume Zanako and Iffy, you guys figure a way to get down.
But, yeah. Still doesn't bring him all the way back. Ugh.
Okay.
Roll, but I'm close.
Marlo's just gonna sort of scout as not an exact description, but look around to make sure there's no other beasts in the vicinity.
Yeah. So give us a D6 roll. And what's your wisdom score?
Wisdom is 9.
Hey, all right, give us a
Yes.
wisdom score or wisdom score. A D6 roll, please.
2.
Okay. All right. So what about the rest of you guys? So there's something, you guys, as you're sort of, scouting and doing your administrations and whatnot, you realize that there is someone new with Iffy. And Arlen, why don't you give us a description? What is it they see when they look at Zanako?
So Zanako is he's not quite as heavily built as a lot of the characters in this group, but he's got that kind of lean, tanned figure. You can tell that he's sort of more at home in the jungle somehow. He's got kind of some type of, it looks like leather made from kind of like a reptilian hide for armor, some type of like studded leather, but not from like a cow or a horse or something. It's got kind of scaly bits and stuff to it. And he's got right on the center of his chest, he has this big kind of medallion hanging down that looks like it's hard to tell if it's a snake eating its own tail or if it's just wrapped up almost like it's inside an egg. This kind of odd looking circular symbol at his chest. Is aside from that, he's fairly young, but looks kind of capable enough, you might imagine. He's got that kind of energy to him, and he goes over, sort of looks down at Arter's corpse and says, there is nothing I can do for this one, but your large friend, perhaps I can do something for him. And he'll walk over to Amar and cast a Cure Moderate on him.
Nice.
Yeah, what is that?
What does that do in this game? Yeah.
Cure Moderate just does 2d8 HP of healing.
But yeah, what's a cure spell? Come on.
Yeah. So what does it look like as he invokes his god's power?
You can see there's a sort of, he's got those feathers in his hair, and that's sort of the biggest thing is it's almost like the wind picks up, that it kind of ripples through the feathers and sort of pushes down, and there's a kind of sense of like the whole sky almost sort of pushing down and pushing life force into Amar as Amar gains 6 hit points. I think
Nice.
I did that right.
Okay.
I set it up to roll from the sheet, and it doesn't roll quite the way that I expected it to.
Yeah. What? How much does the
It's 2d8.
2d8? Okay.
It says 6 plus 0.
Yes, it's 6 plus
Yeah,
0.
it's a 6 plus 0. So let's just roll 2d8 regularly. And let's kind of do it from the sheet.
There you
Nice.
go. Holy smokes.
I'll take that.
That's a hell of an opener. So 8 more hit points, and we'll I know you'll last a little bit longer, but eventually it'll be
Yeah.
So
Thanks, friend.
I'll get rid of these corpses here. So
As a reminder, this
He
is
has
just
also kind of use another power of the ring of shooting stars and cast ultraviolet vision on herself.
nice.
It lasts for 3 turns per CA level. It's a level 10 items. That's 30 turns.
Sweet.
Wow.
great.
Nice.
So
And then she'll close
30
one eye, so all of you do.
turns. So that's 5 hours then.
It's 5. Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. In the against the Great Race of Youth, I forgot that I had this item. Because it also has improvision.
Oh shit. Oh well, let's just.
Improvision underground. So,
I imagine that you guys were what do you call it? That you may have used that to get yourself here too, Iffy.
yeah.
Because you guys were running through the jungle at night.
Get on, yeah.
Okay. So what happens next, guys?
So we're gonna.
So-
wanna head, what were you guys doing here?
While we were sleeping,
I mean, Kane and I were talking, and you guys left. Kane's still asleep. He sleeps very heavy.
yes, that's true. We decided to allow him some rest. In the meantime, we set out to explore that billowing tower in the distance. But we only made it this far, and we were camping for the night when these beasts, whatever they are, attacked. Do you know what these things are, friend Zanico?
I don't know. Do I know what these things are?
You're aware of them. Yeah, they are endemic to the region. They're stupid and but they're not beasts. Though they may look like beasts, they have a cunning to them. They also they can be, if they're not hungry, they can be reasoned with and traded with. But if they're hungry, then kind of all bets are off.
And Reagan looks absolutely stunned by this. Devastated, even.
What do you think your name for them would be? For your people, Zanico?
Aside from Cyclops, because I don't know if there are other Cyclopses in this region.
Probably not, although that is a Greek word,
Yeah,
right? And I
that
don't
is.
think your people would have had exposure to that.
Yeah. Well, but I'm thinking through what the translation would be.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
but it's probably a word that means something like the tusked ones or something like
Sure.
that.
Yep.
Well, I guess Iphigenia would call them Cyclops.
Yeah.
We must be in some form of Hades. She goes over and wants to verify for herself that her companion Arter is dead, because they've had some cool adventures. So she kind of squats next to his body and, just to make sure and says a prayer that have his spirit go to her afterlife.
Yeah. And his body is completely shattered. This thing was able to, whatever he was fighting, it pounded him basically directly into the ground. So he is, he's kind of a mess at this point.
Is the ground consistency such that we could dig and bury him, or is it too wet? Oh, okay.
What was Arter's culture?
Well, he was from Thule. Yeah.
Yeah, but sort of the mixed group.
Do they do?
I think we can.
Do they cremate or do they bury? We have done.
Amar is a big fan of cremation.
Amar is not?
No, just as far as what his religion is,
Mhm.
that's his preferred method.
Is
For
cremation
any
or
kind
not?
Death ritual. If we don't know, that's what he would lean towards.
When
I would follow it, whatever they think.
you also know that while you are, these are very, very different lands than where you found yourself before. The stars are still the same. So the necromancer in Iffy says, I think that what you're aware of is that, remember that the dead seem to rise quite easily. Here, yeah. So that's probably a consideration you would have as well, Iffy.
Well, I do have a burning hand spell prepared.
Should burn him.
So I think we should we'll try to arrange his body a little bit just to be, not completely mangled as whatever we can do. Maybe put his, were you wielding what were you wielding at that point when you were killed, Arlen? Do you remember?
I had I had just had a plain sword and my dagger of venom.
So maybe we'll put his plain sword. I don't know if anybody wants to take his dagger of venom, but kind of put his arms, if we can, put his arms across his chest with the blades in each hand.
Yeah. Well, it's easy to do that because I think both arms have new hinges in them. After
Right.
Wrap it around his throat like a neck, like a scarf.
Did Archer have anything else besides the dagger that was?
Arter had his armor, which is probably worth keeping. His black plate that he was just wearing the kind of cuirass of.
Right.
Although it might be mangled from, giant smash.
I think probably your body gave way before that armor did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the what's the bonus on, or what's the magical effect on the armor?
No magical effect. It's just field plate, and we don't have
it's
one
cool.
armor.
I just bury him with it. Bury it with him.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds fine.
The dagger maybe we'll take. But...
So are you guys burying him, or are you cremating him?
I'm gonna burning hands.
Cremate him because of we don't know if they'll have the same
Sure.
effect.
Like just like dig a pit, put him in there, scorch it, and then bury it. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. So.
I don't know what time of night that was. I don't recall, so I don't know how much more time we might need to camp or anything.
Yeah. So let's just while you're doing that, let's quickly talk about the remind ourselves where we kind of are and what you guys had heard. So Amar and Gwen were the ones that were escaped captivity. But where you guys are going is there is a region that's sort of a depression or like a valley going down in here. And in the middle of that valley, somewhere out in here, there is a single tall, like 200-foot tall spire that seems to be made of shining metal. And from the top of that, there's this acrid black smoke that, drifts out of it. And that's where our heroes were headed before. I think Gwen and Amar had also tried to explore sort of the region around here, traveling partway up this river until turning back to avoid getting lost. And they also tried exploring up here, but in this part, the forest seems full of these strange moths that caused a psychedelic reaction.
Yeah.
So,
Colossal moths, I think, was Gwen's description.
yeah. So,
Do you want to go towards the smoking tower?
I mean, that was our plan.
Companion, what he thinks, is he's our new companion, Zanico.
So what you know is just that this valley, it's a valley of danger. There's, this whole region is generally ignored by your people, and you're pretty far away from where your home was. You washed downriver quite some distance after a traumatic encounter that we'll deal with later. You've been wandering on your own for the last little while, trying to find your way back, because the region that you're sort of in, I think your people think of as kind of like the Lost Lands. This is the region where the what we will recognize as the kaiju wander around, and that's generally there's no sense in trying to build anything of significance there, because they're just going to fucking smash it. So you've been trying to find your way out from here. What you've found in that in that area is that there are stories amongst your people of that tower and its guardians. There are stories of things, from things of old made of metal that have that remain as like waiting threats down there. And it's said that the tower, whoever the inhabitant of the tower is the master of those things. You guys have come across, your people would have come across this as well too, building on yesterday's, I guess, Numeria session, in the same sense that there's sky metal. Your people believe the same thing here too. There's things that you find that are buried that just are tougher and harder and more, involve more perfect lines than what any handcrafted artisan could ever achieve. And some of those things can be helpful, but also some of those things can be quite dangerous. Let's see here. For here, there's one other thing too. Who would be the one, do you think, among you guys who would be most likely to inspect the corpses of of these fallen tusked ones?
Iphigenia is like a necromancer, so.
Yeah.
Okay. So what you can see, as you sort of, take pride in I guess, like reviewing or seeing the results of your sorceries. The one body is completely charred and destroyed. The other two, though, your friends did do admirable jobs in hacking these things down, but you can see there's both of the other bodies have these, large pink streaks across them where bare flesh has been scoured and the fur has been burned away, and the still like whitish pink flesh that's exposed tells you that this is a relatively recent injury too. You'd guess it was from some source of enormous heat. So when these things came into the fight, they did come in injured, it appears.
I don't want these guys to think, that they fight injured creatures, because it might diminish their feeling of accomplishment. So I keep that to myself. But
okay.
But maybe they encountered someone else.
So what was that, Carl? I didn't catch that.
Maybe they encountered something else, someone else with some magic.
Okay.
So Zanika will say, with the dawn, my connection to my god will be refilled. If any else of you need healing, now is the time. And he's got 3 more cure lights that he was planning on distributing to Mala, Reagan, and Amar, 1 each.
That sounds good.
So that's 1d8 for each of you guys.
Sweet.
And here I can just roll 3d8.
That's excellent.
All right. 4 for Amar, 4 for Reagan, and 2 for Malo.
Awesome. Cool.
Okay.
Well,
Reagan nods her thanks.
Yeah, glad you've joined us.
All right. So with
you want to camp here or move away? Or
Well, this is where our camp was. We had just been attacked. You can see our fire down there a little bit. So, how much longer do you think we'd be camping, Cav?
let's see here. This was. Where's my? There. So this was about 4 in the morning when all this happened. So figure it's about 5, like by the time that, maybe 5:30 by the time you bury and burn or cremate Amar. So you guys really could use another couple of hours of sleep.
Yeah, I don't know if it's worth moving. I think these creatures just chanced upon us, and with their dead corpses here, perhaps it'll warn away any others.
yeah. Do we need to like burn these things too? We know of giants.
Yeah,
Giant undead gorilla.
yeah. I mean, that does not sound appealing. So,
Get out of my imagination, guys. Jeez.
yeah. We probably should burn
We can
them.
hack them to bits, and you know.
That's gonna be some really tough going and pretty gruesome going too. Because remember, these are 20 feet tall, so that's a
Yeah.
lot
Well, I mean,
of this.
the alternative is they turn undead, right?
Yeah.
How I can't remember how difficult it is to light things on fire in the jungle.
So to start a fire isn't so bad, but I mean bodies don't burn the way like firewood does, so it would,
Yeah.
you know, more likely what would happen is all the fur would burn off of this thing, and then it may go out.
All right, so maybe what I would do is when we awaken in the morning, I'll prepare a couple of burning hand spells that I could use to burn them.
Okay.
I don't have any more for today.
Okay. So for the rest of the evening, let's see.
I guess at the very least, it chops their heads off.
Who's got the largest blade in the group?
If Virginia has a hand in half.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm just trying to think of how... Because you're picturing it's got a gorilla's build, and it's 20 feet tall, so, like, to sever its head, it's got to be, like, as tall as what you guys are, at least. Right?
Yeah.
So, it's going to be... you'll be able to get it done in the end, but it's definitely going to be pretty gruesome and potentially exhausting work. Fortunately, you are.
She may enjoy it though.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if she enjoyed this, but she was raised as a slave by Ixian, so I'm sure
She's seen worse. Yeah. All right. So, some of you get a chance to close your eyes and get some rest to the sound of Iffy's gruesome task. And let me see if anything interesting happens. Here we go. Okay.
And for the listeners, we're only doing this because the dungeon master has made us very paranoid about things coming back to life.
Absolutely.
It's true.
All right. Okay, so fortunately, the rest of the evening and into the morning is uneventful. And when the last of you, I think Zaniko, you were the one who was running all night as well too. If he gets a chance to get some sleep afterwards, it's probably getting closer to noon when all of you are finally up and and ready to proceed with the rest of the day. Let's see. Okay. And what you find as morning comes is, again, like it's humid as hell, and it's hot in here, even in the shade of where you're, the shade of this little cliff where you find yourselves. You guys can go ahead and select your spells. Everyone will recover their hit dice worth of hit points overnight too.
So that is.
I'm going to prepare 3 for my first level spells, the 3 that I get, 3 burning hands, and I'll have used 2 of them in the morning to burn these 2 bodies.
Okay. Anna's not sure that's a good idea.
Apparently not.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. So you easily make use of your burning hands to scour these things, and there's certainly enough damage done to the upper portions of the bodies that if they are gonna reanimate, they will be doing so. Sans head, sans tête, I guess, was is the appropriate way of phrasing that. Then, guys, what else do you have planned for the day?
I think I also, in Archer's honor, will arrange the heads like around Archer's,
Yeah, like the big, 'cause those skulls would make impressive, what do you call things? Sure, yeah, love it. See those, the skulls are like Cyclopean, where they've got just the one, eye hole in them too. So there we go, Archer. We, with that last honorific, we bid farewell to him, and he shuffled him off. I believe he's been shuffled off to the halls of Valhalla already.
It was like he disappeared like a Force ghost.
Yeah. He's faintly glowing and translucent and waving at you guys. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Happy hunting with your broken bow.
I'm going to be recast in about 20 years. See ya. Okay.
Exactly.
All right. So then, with the morning coming, guys, what is the plan here?
What do you all think we should do, considering the new information we've gotten from our new stalwart companion, Zaniko? We had known about 2 places to go.
Well, I do. Okay, at this time, Iphigenia is second guessing, and she's like, "Well, it looks like these guys were injured by some sort of magical attack before they encountered you. So something did it. So maybe it's worth going to that smoking tower. Maybe there's some sort of spellcaster or someone who knows about this place."
Well, and it sounded like Zaniko, you knew something about these beasts being controlled by something in that tower. Was that right, or did I get that wrong?
Not these things.
Okay.
Go ahead, Arlen.
No, these things are thuggish, but not controlled by anything more than base hunger. There are other nastier things controlled by whatever rules that tower.
I see.
So whatever's in the tower is not friendly, you're saying?
No, I do not believe it will be friendly, but I am far from my home and operate on legends at this point.
I mean, we had very few options of where to go in this strange place we find ourselves in. This was one of the 2 places we thought to explore. We are part of the way there.
Hey, sweetie.
Shall we continue and investigate, or?
So one of the things that, one of the things that you pick up, Zaniko. Am I correct in thinking, Carl, that when if he kind of curses or whatnot, it's in her native tongue?
Sure.
Yeah,
I guess it's Hellenic, Amazonian Hellenic.
Yeah. So let me double check this here too. I think there's something that you might pick up, Zaniko. All right. Hello. Anna wants to say hi. Yep. All right. We hear you. She's worried about you guys after the last session.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
She's not wrong. She should be worried.
Yeah.
That is a good instinct. Hound. Okay. Oh, here we go. Here, languages. Yes. All right. So here's the thing, Zaniko, is that some of the things that Iffy has said as she was hacking away on that, and it's kind of this like, she says something. It's hard work, and it's not, you don't recognize the language, but it sounds an awful lot like the kind of like the sages or the wise folk from your community. They've, over the generations, they have managed to translate or understand some of, often with the help of the gods. They managed to translate some of the words and languages of the sky folk, wherever these things came from. And boy, that sounds an awful lot like what Iffy's saying. So, what are we doing with our day then, guys? The morning comes, you have not had a random encounter, much to your DM's chagrin. All right.
I feel like
I think there's a wild dog in the...
yeah. I don't know if I want to go forward. It seems...
Something's in the bushes.
Yeah.
I think Reagan's going to start using her as the wheel or woe result.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
It's a good or a bad plan.
I mean, unless people actively don't want to go forward, Malo seems to Malo like this is one of the only options of finding a way home is to travel to this tower, especially considering that there may be someone with magical power, which means they may have magical devices. They may even have a portal of some kind. Who knows?
Okay.
But if other people don't want to go that direction, I'm open to that.
Does Danica share that information with us about Sky people?
So Zaniko, we'll say to Iphigenia, your curses, the language of the sky people is similar. Some sages in my tribe have, with the help of the gods, have come to understand that language, or at least something similar to it.
Does anyone
Sky
speak...
people women?
What other languages does everyone else speak that are of the Hellenic dialect?
Atlantean.
Oh, then it's absolutely. If you sort of clue in, Malo, and you give one or two, you say one or two, phrases, Zaniko, you'll recognize that what Malo's speaking is that's it. That's the language.
That's the language of the sky people?
Yeah.
That is.
Where do these sky people reside? I mean, it sounds like in the sky, but
Tower?
Where they come from, we do not know, but they left behind many artifacts and many things, including that tower that you pursue.
I see. Very, very curious. I feel even more interested in traveling to that tower then. There may be some great artifacts there.
Okay. So Amar is, I think, the only one who is still down any hit points, if any. If you guys want.
Well, it's the next morning, so Reagan can offer the horn. Although she may want to wait just in case we run into anything.
Yeah.
On the way.
As the Great Feathered Serpent has guaranteed another day for us, he has also given me the power to heal again. Allow me, and I'll give Amar another Cure Light for 1d8.
Okay.
Your magics are strange. Very helpful.
It's totally unheard of. Unprecedented.
Great. I'll give him another one just to get him hopefully back to full. There we go.
Nice.
All
That does
back
it.
up.
Arlen, did you base the Zaniko's culture on kind of a Mesoamerican sort of Quetzalcoatl sort of type
Yeah,
of
given
god?
a
Or...
little little bit about that. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
What you're down.
I was just looking for an image, not information.
No,
It
but
sounds
yeah,
awesome.
that's a good image. I kind of less. I picked because I couldn't find. It turns out it's really hard to find a picture of a Mesoamerican priest that is not in full like paint and headdress and all of that
Tell me
sort of
about it.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's hard finding RPG pictures of characters like that aren't just like, and here's another Jaguar Knight, and here's another Jaguar Knight.
That is also true.
That's why I ended up with Nox looking the way he did, because I was just like, I'm so sick of, of these things.
Totally. Cool. No, it's awesome. I like the flavor.
Okay, so then let's move to the bigger map. Then it looks like everyone is ready to go. You guys seem ready to face another batch of surprise giants. So I would hate to not accommodate. Hold on here. Oh, wrong button. Madison, cheapers. Yeah, okay. So guys, it takes you 2 days to get through a full hex. So you are heading into this hex next, right?
The one. Yep. Exactly.
Not the one to the north?
No, that's well. So last time we had this, I just checked. We went due east last time.
Yep.
But we have to eventually go sort of northeast at some point as well. If I'm recalling where the tower is exactly. So we could. It seems like we might want to travel east now and one more time, and then go northeast.
Okay. That sounds good. So we'll remember when anyone has questions later that George decided for you guys to go here.
Exactly. That's right.
Yeah. Okay. So let me
just making it clear
where the blame / credit lies.
That's right.
All right. So this is what is revealed, guys.
Toolborg. No, wait.
Okay. Yeah, it's like, what is it, that one place in the Arctic where you can see or hear another city?
Yeah.
Okay. So you, the journey through here, let's see if it's eventful or not. And someone give me a... It's eventful, guys. I mean,
No.
I'm so happy. Oh, man. All right. So I need to grab one thing. Will?
It's a book.
I need to grab a book.
Oh, no.
No.
Not again. Kill me now.
That I might be able to accommodate.
Yeah, I know.
Careful what you wish for. All right, hold on. Okay, this is daytime, so let me make one adjustment here, guys. Tell me about your marching order as well, too.
I feel like Malo would lead, only because he's the one that sort of is relatively well armored and armed, but also who has kind of been suggesting to go this route.
Sure.
So, unless somebody else wants to be up front, he's happy to be up front.
Okay, that work for everybody?
Yeah.
Okay.
Virginia would be a second rank, or behind Malo.
Awesome.
I mean, Amar can always instantaneously go way in front of us if he needed to.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I was thinking. I can pretty much move anywhere I need to be.
Yeah.
All right. So let me. I gotta grab two things.
What's your move at this point, Will?
What's that?
What's your move at this point? Your speed?
50, I think.
Awesome. That's awesome.
I think that's the base. Yeah, base move 50.
Very cool.
And hold on, I'm trying to remember how. Surprise works in this. Because
It's just a 1d6 for each side. On a 1 or a 2, you get surprise.
There we go. So someone give me a d6 roll for surprise, and I'll roll for whatever your.
I'll grab that. 1.
Oh no!
Fantastic. Love it. George, you never let me down.
Yeah. It's true. Wait till we get to initiative. Do it
Carl's
once
still
again.
kicking ass with initiative, though, so... Alright. Okay, so I need to grab... what I need is not in. There we go.
Multiple books.
Yep, sorry. Let's see here. Fortunately, the stuff from AD&D is completely compatible with this. Excellent. Okay. Let me... illustration here. So you guys are making your way along through the jungle and very carefully, you know, kind of keeping your guard up. Okay, you said Malo's up front, followed shortly by Iffy. Who's at the back?
I guess it's Reagan. Or
Reagan. Reagan's holding the rear. Okay. And I'll just put everyone else in the middle then.
Yeah, Reagan can hold the rear or be somewhere in the middle. Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted.
So,
Well, we could put Amar in the rear so that he can rush up to the front
Yeah,
if something
that's all right.
happens.
Okay, so guys, here's what happens. Oh man. All right, so you guys come around the corner here. I'll bring you to the map in just 1 second. I'm just getting you guys set up. Preda's, how do you think Preda is responding to this jungle environment, Iffy? She is a tundra tiger, but...
I know she probably like shed a lot.
Okay.
I mean, they're ambush predators, so they like the jungle.
Yeah, yeah.
Hot.
So she's kind of like moving from corner to corner, like, you know, finding some shade underneath the...
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know the difference, right? Like, for example, a tiger lives in the jungles of India, but also they're Siberian tigers.
Yep.
I mean, they're quite different. I'm sure it's like a fat layer that develops over.
Well, and a lot of the Siberian tigers live in that one region of Russia that I forget the name, but it's basically on the Pacific coast that is a lot warmer than kind of main Siberia, and they kind of move up into the kind of hinterland and then back down into the. It's not full on jungle, but it's closer.
I mean,
to it.
cats in general are pretty tolerant of heat, but I mean, I'm sure she's not liking it, but it's not like killing it.
Okay. All right.
As long as they get plenty of water, which there is, I'm assuming.
Oh, yeah, heck yeah. So you, wait, did you just ask me to roll for random weather? Carl, you know what side my bread is buttered on. Holy smokes. So today it is actually...
It's a jungle, right? It should rain at least once a day.
Oh, yeah. So it's, you know, you guys are stopping out. Well, what we were talking about last time is how everyone sort of made changes to their armor to account for the heat in here, too. So the plate wearers are really only, you know, conquistador style, wearing just breastplates. So what happens, guys, is you're making your way through, you know, this stuff. It is quite a few. So this is 6 hours into your travel day, so it's getting close to like 3 o'clock, I think. You've taken several breaks throughout to, you know, to take drinks. You've seen, you know, strange things fly overhead. You're hearing strange sounds in the surrounding jungle as well too. Amar, this is probably closest to. It's a bit like where it definitely makes you feel like home in some ways, but then there's other strange sounds. You know, like imagine hearing what, you know, the trilling of an 8-foot-long centipede sounds like, you know, as opposed to the sounds of monkeys or whatever, birds and you know, other smaller insects. So it's because of that, and the visibility and the the distance for line of sight in here is so bad that it's not really that much of a surprise when you guys come around the corner and what you find is a small pack of very large insects that seem to be foraging around here. And I've got you guys right up here.
Oh, there we are. Okay.
And as you walk around the corner, you guys see these things, feeding away. And these are the largest insects you guys have, I think, ever seen. Except for that mama centipede. That thing was quite big. These things are about 10 feet long. And they look very much like what you see there. So, both of you are actually surprised. So there's a sort of a moment where everyone is sort of looking at each other, and these things all, their heads turn towards you, their mandibles kind of like... And then let's roll initiative, and we'll see what you guys choose to do. So, everyone write down what they choose to do with this round. This doesn't mean that we necessarily are getting into combat, guys. But I want to know, in the event that things do get hostile, that we are adequately prepared. Speaking of being adequately prepared, your underprepared DM did not bring his DM screen out.
Reagan's going to cast Hold Person. No.
She's casting it on everything she sees now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Move. What does she have that can actually do something? Oh,
Okay.
actually. Actually, wait, sorry. Yeah. I might have a use for something that...
Arlen, what was Xanaco's profession? Secondary skill.
Xanaco's secondary profession is scribe.
That is super cool.
Yeah. Well, the first one I rolled was Stabler, and that was Artears, and I decided that would grant me a reroll because it's no fun to play the same thing over and over again.
Absolutely.
And also, I don't know if we have horses or anything like that, so...
I don't think so, no.
Yeah.
We might
Yeah.
in a moment, but...
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, you know what?
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, she's gonna do the move magic.
Okay. All right.
Where is
Now,
she? Sorry, trying to find where I am on this. Unfortunately, I'm a little too far back. But... So, Kev,
yep.
I think if we decide not to cast our magic spell, given so hers is obviously the runes, would she still have the spell she was originally intending to cast if she doesn't actually start?
Say again? What's...
So if she decides not to cast the spell she has in mind, she'll still have it?
I can't remember.
If you get to the magic phase and you decide not to cast it.
Okay, yeah.
It's fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it. Yeah, that's what I thought the other I was seeing with other people. So
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So then, guys, we are dropping into fight time. So, let's roll some initiative there. Carl, would you hold on? Ooh, kindly beat my 1. 4, nice. All right, so round 1. Guys, we have magic with Reagan and Malo and Xanaco.
Reagan's going to wait until the second phase.
Oh, I got melee first. Hold on. That means my bad guys go. 1 second here.
Yeah.
I did roll a random reaction for these things, and it turns out they're hungry.
Mm-hmm.
So, however, they're very slow. They're very slow.
Mm-hmm.
So, they're starting to move in. 1, 2. Oh, they can charge and move double move, can't they? Yep. Okay. I think the rest of them have to actually move. So, Iffy, you got one charging on you. Once again, Iffy has done the drawn the attack inadvertently right away.
Man.
We're back to tradition. Someone was talking about the old remember the spider cave encounter.
Yes.
Someone
Oh,
had I went back and looked at that too, and I remember that fucking poor Iffy kept getting the the shit into the straw on that one.
Oh.
All right, Iffy,
Well,
your
it's been
AC
a long time.
is currently a 1, right?
It says 0, but you said we can't use the whole plate mail.
Oh yeah.
So how does that work?
So
So what we did was we treated just the breastplate as chainmail, which is an AC 5 armor.
5, so 4.
I think it gives you better movement then too, right?
Yeah, because it's medium. It gives you 30 move.
Okay, so then it would be 5, 3, 2. AC 2.
AC 2. Okay, great.
She has a magical shield and that wolf helm.
Right. All right, the wolf helm. All right, so then that is a hit then on AC 2. So it charges in. It only gets to use one of its attacks, but it's using its big old pincers. And I didn't get a good enough roll to try and grab you. I know you're disappointed, but there's always next round. So that is 14 points of damage. Full DR will apply against that. And then that is it for them. Magic. We've got Malo and Zanako and Reagan.
Reagan wouldn't mind going first, just
Go ahead.
because she's going to try something a little... Oh, sorry, she moved in the last phase, so 15. And then...
Well, this is the first phase, so
this
she's
is the first phase.
yeah.
Okay, okay. No,
So
she
she's
doesn't have
moved?
magic.
okay.
No, she doesn't have magic. She has magic in the second phase. Okay.
Oh, okay. So you got 2 entries there. I thought the second one was the one that.
Sorry,
okay.
it was... Yeah, then I went back and I changed it back to the first one.
Okay. So let's in future let's make sure, because we've had this in AD&D too. Figure out what your action is, then once you've decided, make sure you put it in. Because we've had characters
I did
have like
but,
3 different initiative orders.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay. It's just proves a good example to remember that it's okay if we can take a moment to just decide what you want to do and make sure you only enter at once. Zanako and Malo, what are you guys doing?
Malo is targeting this closest insect as it comes charging up.
Yep.
And fires a ray, a silvery ray. It gets a saving throw, sorcery save.
Sorcery save. Okay.
Ray of enfeeblement.
It succeeds.
Okay, so it is no effect.
Okay.
The spell.
So Disco Ray makes it look pretty cool.
Yes, it looks cool, and that's it.
Okay, nice. All right.
All right. So Zanako reaches out and grasps the holy symbol hanging around his neck and begins to chant. And his other arm is kind of waving around above him, and you can feel once again the kind of surge from the sky, the sort of wind that comes down and almost swirls around him. And he is casting prayer, which gives everybody in a 25-foot radius, so everybody except Amar, a +1 to hit, a +1 damage, and enemies get a -1 on attack rolls and a -1 on damage.
Oh, that's
Is it
awesome.
the enemies that are in the area?
Enemies
or?
that are in the area, but it continues to spread around me. So if they move into the area, they get affected.
Oh, love
Because
it.
it only affects if you stay near me, basically.
Zanako, what is...
That's
Hold on here. What's the radius of that?
25 feet.
25 feet. Okay. Give me a sec here. I'm going to...
It's Malo,
So
too.
I think that gets everybody because Maul is at 25.
There you go. How's that looking?
That's great.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
So then, it is... Let's see here. I went with the bright yellow to go with your sun god shtick.
Nice. Yeah.
All right, so then that was you. We're on to move. Anyone who's moving in the first phase, you guys won initiative, so you go first, and then I'll move all my bugs.
Virginia was going to move, but she doesn't need to now.
Yeah, you're exactly where I need you. I was gonna say I want to come up with some kind of like Greek flavored curse for her, but the first thing my brain went to was spanakopita, and that's probably not what screaming out flaky pastry is probably not a effective battle cry. All right, so everyone's moved there. Let me start move my lumbering things. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess they don't sound like that. They sound more like a. There we go. Okay, first phase. Second phase is, let's see here, who's got melee on second phase? Nobody. We got Iffy.
Well, Prada would, but...
Prada would, yes, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yep. 2 claws and a bite.
Okay. So I closed this. I shouldn't have closed this. Claw, bite.
Claw, bite. That is, unfortunately, not enough. All those, she lives on the chitinous hide of these things, or side. She leaves these furrows where the claws go down, but doesn't hit anything vital. So then we have no missile. Magic. I've got Iffy and Reagan on magic.
So since I'm not held, can I still cast the magic I was going to?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Did you take
Scythe of the Reaper?
Oh shit! Did you take damage?
I did.
Yeah, then your spell's spoiled.
Okay.
Oh wait! No,
No, because it's on the first
different phase.
phase.
Yep.
Damage.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm thinking AD&D still.
All right. So she's gonna make the scythe.
Okay. Nice. All right. It gets to make an attack right away, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Go ahead, make your attack.
So it is. Oh, that's a miss.
Okay.
I rolled a 4. There's no way. Yep. Okay. And it lasts for 6 rounds at least.
Okay.
Right. So then Reagan's just going to do enlargement on Amar, since that worked so well last time.
Hey, no chuck.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
There's something else in mind, but she's going to wait till they get...
You're Punjabi chief.
Yes.
Okay. Then I think is that everyone's magic for second phase?
Yep.
All right. So it's got second move. And does anyone else have any moves?
Yeah, I've
I'm
got
gonna
a
move, and I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. Okay, they're slowly lumbering towards you guys. All right.
What's the rate, or what have we seen the move yet, Kevin? It looks like about 20 per round.
You did not spend your turn studying that, so you can see what's moved. That's it.
Okay.
All right, then, guys, that's the end of round 1. We're on to round 2. Everyone decide what you're doing. Oops, shit. Go ahead and put in chat. Okay. After this encounter, we'll take our mid-session break, too.
Okay. Yeah, alright.
You know what? I fucked up. Did the beetle attack before the prayer went off? Or did the prayer go off first?
Beetle attacked before because it was on melee.
I didn't fuck up then. Okay. Yeah, because it would have missed. It only barely hit Iffy. Okay. So everyone's in there. All right. So guys, then Carl, would you kindly beat my quattro, please?
Yes.
Yes. Nice. All right, guys. You guys are up first. We have Malo, Iffy, and Amar on melee. Go ahead, guys.
Go ahead, Amar. You have the
All right.
most attacks to make.
Nice. Crit. Way to get back in the game there.
So
One
let's
and a
see,
half
what is-
times.
So give us
do I roll
one
a d6, Kev?
1d6, please. Yeah.
That's what I thought. I just want to make sure.
3. You do +2 damage. So 12 points of damage from that first one.
And then
Uh,
it's
and then-
1.5 for being enlarged.
So
Oh,
18.
yes. So 12 points, and
points.
then also times 1.5 is 18.
18.
Nice.
18 plus 1 for the prayer.
Right.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
He still
right.
counts
Yeah,
as
yeah.
being within the range.
Yeah. Okay. And for those listening at home, yes, that was a pained sound of having to do math on the fly. That's what happens to your brain when you get old. It's like, oh, God. Oh, arithmetic. Oh.
Gotta start playing later in the day when the brain is fully woken up.
Exactly. All
How much
right.
did you- did 16 total?
Brains fully wake up. I never understood.
Yeah, really. Okay, so then, next...
If engineer, do you want to go?
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay.
The 2 attacks. Oh, yeah. Oh, there it is. Got it.
Okay.
That's a miss.
Ugh.
Mm.
Always stays clean. Ghost touch.
Hey! Sidekick! Random
Right.
encounter!
Yeah.
Hi, Darwin!
Hi.
He said hello.
All right.
Hello! All right.
Well,
Oh, boy, that second one's a big hit, though.
He doesn't like our chances, by the way.
No. He's
Okay.
been watching these, has he?
Yeah, he's
Awesome. All right, so that's yeah, iffy. The first one skitters off of its armor, but that second one strikes true. Then we have Malo left remaining.
yeah. Here we go.
That
First
is a
one will
hit.
be An AC 1. Okay, and then a 12 damage instead of 11,
Okay.
and save
Oh.
for that.
Yeah. So the combination of you got. Oh, you need to get in a little closer though, right?
Oh, sorry. Yes, that was
Yeah.
part
Okay.
of
So
my,
there you are. All right.
Yeah, I
So
was-
yeah, you hit this thing on one side, cutting it open, and then having that the chitin finally cracked. You bring that snake, accented scimitar down, and it splits this thing, so it breaks apart, and goo and innards fall out.
Awesome.
All right. So then we have the beetles doing their thing. So we got one. I'm not going to charge because I didn't declare it. So we got one on Amar. Ooh, Amar, what is your AC currently?
Current AC is...
Is it a -1?
No, it's not a -1.
Okay, so then you hit. Because I hit a -1. All right. And I need cheapers. I think this is a first for me in a long time too, guys. I've used fire beetles, but I don't think I've used giant beetles since I was a kid.
Wow.
So that's pretty fun. You take 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points of damage. DR applies. This pincers dig into you, and then it has 2 little horns it can try and get you with as well. One of those hits, and you take only 1 point of damage. DR will apply. 2. So the other ones I can't get to you just yet. But we now have missile first phase. Nobody magic.
Magic, the scythe will go.
Excellent. Let's. Did that first scythe miss or?
Yeah, I missed. I rolled a 4. There's
Oh,
no
okay,
way.
okay. Did you set up the scythe as a weapon? I thought that I saw that before.
I mean, I rolled a 2.
Maybe I'm imagining things, but okay, well, that's 2. That's not a
I
good.
think it'll just do the damage.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So then we have the. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. Okay, great.
I know, but I missed. It's a 2. I rolled a 2. That's a total of 4.
That might be
5.
fucking up as well too, because it's like the identical result to what we got when Xanico tried to cast a spell.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
weird.
Okay.
Okay, so then, it's I guess a miss anyway. All right, so then, guys, the next is move. So I'm gonna move my critters slowly shambling in.
Oh, but we have initiative, so Reagan's also going to move. You might want
Yep.
to wait till I move.
Yep. Definitely move closer. Closer.
Thanks.
Closer. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you, tasty cleric. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right.
Couldn't quite get to me, but
Okay.
it's all right.
Then it is second phase. We have melee. I got a couple beetles that are going to go here. So this one's going to go up here. This one's
Sorry,
gonna
yeah,
go
I fucked
in
up.
there.
I pre-moved.
1, 2.
I move on my second phase. Sorry.
Oh, okay, no problem. Then, well, that would means you wouldn't have killed the thing. So we'll keep you where you are.
No, I put him back now where I was. It's next.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So here we go. Let's see. I've got on Reagan. First, those. Your AC is 3, right?
2.
2. Okay. 2. That is not going to hit. So the big, the jaws miss you, but then it tries to get you with its 2 horns. Neither of those hit.
Wow.
You are safe for the round. Amar, I have 2 tasty new beetles coming up to get you. Let's see here. We have one of those horns hits you. 9 points of damage. Eesh. And then those massive jaws thankfully miss. You definitely keep your way out of that. That probably would have been quite painful. That is the end of melee on the second phase. We have missile second phase. No. Magic second phase. Reagan, what do you got in mind?
She's going to cast the rune. This is something that I've been trying to find a use for. The rune is... Sorry, I was looking up the actual spell.
Sure.
But the rune was... so the spell is going to be Mount, which summons a horse.
Okay.
She wants to put the horse... She can put it 10 feet away. She wants to put the horse right there.
Where? Sorry?
Basically on top of between these 2 beetles.
There's not room there.
Okay. Then she just wants to place it, let's see, 5'10". She can put it here then.
Okay.
So basically she wants to distract at least one of the beetles with possibly a nice tasty meal.
Okay. Let's just take a look at what the spell does here.
Actually, this thing died, right? So she could put it here.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll put it there.
Okay.
Basically, it summons a tame riding horse or camel, caster's choice. Be serving the caster for the duration before disappearing whence it came. On a 2 in 6 chance, the creature arrives with a saddle and a harness. I don't really care about the saddle or harness.
Okay. All right. So let me get rid of the body of this one. I will make sure I write down and remember what you guys faced here.
Yep. So we're gonna try to put the horse right about there.
All right. So horse. Okay.
Whether or not the horse has a reaction quick enough to get out of the way, I don't know, but...
Well, also, I mean, the horse is going to immediately make a morale save because,
yeah.
You know,
yeah.
giant beetles.
Whether or not it can hold is another matter. But...
Okay. All right. Here we go. We'll use this. Boom.
Yeah.
Horse.
Well, we tried to put it right about there, a little bit lower, just
giant
to
horse.
Get it in between, in between those 2 guys. Yeah.
Again, you can't fit them. There's no space there. You can't fit them in. So, and the range of the spell is 10 feet. So that's about as far away as you can cast it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm hoping they're hungry and they'll attack something that they take down if they do.
Okay. Last, we have move for second phase. Anyone got moves?
Yeah. So then I'm gonna move. Now I'm gonna actually move, and I get that far.
Okay.
And now Prada jumps on the horse.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent. All right, guys. So then I think that is the end of the second phase. Now, do you guys want to take a quick 5-minute break? We're 10 minutes past our usual break time. You want to take a break now, and then we'll come back and continue on with the fracas?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going on to round 3. Let's roll initiative quickly before we go, because hold on, we got to enter everyone's actions. We'll do everything when we come back.
Okay.
Okay. So for those listening at home, we'll be back momentarily.
What's the problem here? Cool.
All right, so let's check in. Hey, Flame. Hey, Brian. What's shaking? I just got out of my office, and the whole place smells like taco meat. I'm like, what the fuck is it? I remember my son's going riding in the mountains with some buddies today, and he was so excited to bring taco salad for them. So he made taco salad as their trail break. I can't imagine what his backpack's gonna smell like after that, but thank God it's late in the season, and thank God they're on bikes, because, I mean, I can just picture, like, the whole lot of them racing around, followed by a bunch of bears that are hungry for taco meat.
That's a new way to toss your salad, for sure.
Yeah, Jesus.
Do it on a dirt bike.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Fortunately, he's got his bear spray, so there's that.
Yeah, it's we don't really have bears here, of course. We went on a big camping trip one summer to a bunch of national parks, and for my mom, it was a huge relief when the "Don't Feed the Animal" signs went from bears to chipmunks. Because one night I was in a separate tent, and the rain on the tarp underneath the tent, apparently to my mom, sounded just like a big animal out there, and she woke my dad up, and they were, terrified, and I slept right through it.
Jeez. I went hiking in the Mojave when I was did my road trip through Cali, and because like I'd never been in a desert before, and someone had told me about like what to do in case of rattlesnakes. They're like, look, they don't rattle their thing because they want to attack you. They're rattling so they tell you to fuck off. So just leave if you hear it. So I'm like, all right, all right. I didn't realize just how much stuff is alive there. Because there's birds and there's insects and there's like little ground mammals and shit like that. So I kept getting like startled every batch of like trees or scrub, you know, bushes or whatnot. I'd walk up to it and oh snake, oh snake. So, I only saw one snake during the entire trip too, and that was in God,
Las Vegas.
No, it wasn't Las Vegas. Vegas isn't really. I'm not really a Vegas. Doesn't appeal to me at all.
Me
There's a place that I can't remember the name of it, but it's a town in Northern California that was built by New England expatriates. So it looks like a New England town, but on the coast. I used it as the setting for my modern age game I ran last year, actually, or earlier this year. Yeah.
That's
It was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Not Monterey. God dang, I can't remember the name of the place. It was north of. So the town was.
Carmel,
It was. I think it was north of Carmel, actually. No, it was south of Carmel because I think I stayed in Monterey first, and then it was this after. So it's I think south of. I think it's south of Big Sur. Maybe it's north. No, I'm trying to remember the timing of this. It actually might have been north. The thing I remember like most about is the place I stayed was called Hill House, and it was featured in a Murder, She Wrote episode. So there was pictures of Angela Lansbury all over me. And it looks so much like a, you know, what you'd expect for that kind of show. So it was yeah. I don't remember. I'll look it up afterwards, but it was
I'm curious to know where it is.
It was beautiful. I just totally
Salinas?
no, it wasn't Salinas. It was. Oh man. Oh, gosh, I had to look it up relatively recently because of the Modern Age campaign. Let's see here. I'll bet if you do a Google search for California, New England town. Mendocino.
Oh yeah.
Mendocino, California.
Okay.
Yeah. Loved it. Beautiful town. Okay. Anyway, let's stop talking about seaside resort towns and talk about killing you with giant things here. Okay, so it looks like everyone who hasn't entered their...
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, it's okay. You just looking something up there, Robert?
I was, but it's all right. I'm feeling a bit out of it today, I think.
So does Preda the Tundra Tiger need to make a morale check to see if she attacks the horse that suddenly appeared in front of her?
That does sound right.
Yeah.
So let's do this here.
I moved Preda, but
I think it's just let's just give it a random chance. What do you think, Carl? 50-50, or you think it would?
She's pretty well trained, so I'd say maybe 2 in 6 chance.
Sure. So 1 to 2, it attacks the horse. Otherwise, it it follows your commands and goes after the beetle.
Okay, I'll roll.
Yeah. I'll leave it in your capable hands here.
Yay!
Actually,
Horse
I don't
flesh.
mind. I don't mind if it kills the horse. The whole idea is for the beetles to eat the horse.
Okay.
Well, I guess it also keeps Preda out of danger if she gets.
That's true.
All right. That's awesome. This is the best thing about playing with nothing but DMs, because everyone's like, now how can I make this more of a problem for the players?
Yeah, that's true.
Chef's kiss. Okay, so I think we've got everyone's turns entered here now. So then, Carl, do we roll?
No, 2 was for Preda.
Oh yeah, it was for 2. So here, you got to beat my 2. That's what I rolled.
4. Roll the 4.
Nice. Excellent.
There we go.
All right, so first up is melee. We have, and this is a non-favored round, Malo, then Malo, Amar, and Reagan. Who of you guys wants to go first?
I'll let Amar go first. He's fast.
There's my dice rolling app.
Just hopefully I hit. That's the important.
Yeah, me too. I hope you do too. And don't forget to get +1s. Get +1s to this.
Yeah, so I hit AC 2.
Way better. Okay. I'm sorry, which one are you trying to hit here?
Yeah, I'm looking at that. I think I'm going to focus on that one.
That one there? Okay, let me just...
Mhm.
I'm going to replace it with one that's got a health bar. And let me adjust the health
That's
bar.
a good idea.
I love this die. I'm using the FFG dice rolling app for Legend of the Five Rings, but you can use it for regular what do you call it, like regular dice as well too. Really handy for these bigger hit dice creatures. Okay, so and that is a hit, and you also get to have there's a tactile thing of rolling it, of shaking your.
Yep.
That's why I keep gesturing off screen. I'm not just being dramatic. All right, it's a little of both. Let's be honest.
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, Amar, you try and hit one of them, and unfortunately, like it's more just chitinous, exoskeleton that you hit. But that second one, it hits and cracks through part of it. Who wants to go next in melee? Oh, and
Ray, I'm set up, so I'll just swing the battle axe at the one.
that
in front
does
of me.
not include the +1, right?
No, it does
Not
not.
include the +1.
Okay,
right
so I'll
now.
take one more. That one, that's going to make the difference here.
Yeah.
Inches. Okay. All right, that's a hit.
Okay.
Reagan,
Points.
nice. Way to
Not-
fight. Let's see if
Oh, it took it out. Oh, okay. Cool.
it did not.
Ah.
Let's see how many hit points it has. Hooah. Oh boy.
It was an illusion.
Yeah. Illusory. Let's see. Okay. You reminded me of something from this week too. So when I did my Cali trip, there's only two things I listened to for the entire time: a Best of Rolling Stones album, and the Penny Arcade, the original 3 series of D&D podcasts. So, and I was listening to those again this week, and I just realized the first of those is from 2008. It's 12
that's
years
crazy.
old.
Yep.
Holy smokes! All right, Reagan. So that is a solid hit. Who wants to go next in melee?
I will. Also, I'll move up to this one, and I guess I'll attack the one directly in front of me.
Okay.
Oops.
Oh, okay. No problem. Here, I'll generate hit dice for all of them right now.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna roll.
Wow.
Okay, that's
Okay.
a -4.
That is definitely a hit.
7 points of damage total.
Okay, let me set the hit points here. And there we go. Alrighty, nice. And you get that's with +1.
That's
Okay.
what the first one, yeah.
Yep. All right. Oh yeah. No, hold on, Reagan. You actually did 1 more point of damage too, because of the prayer.
Ah, yes. Yep.
Awesome. What do we see with Xanico during this whole time too? Is he chanting or?
Yeah, Xanico's chanting, and every once in a while he sort of does this weird. It's like a 4-step dance or something. Kind of steps forward and steps to the side and steps back and steps to the side around to create this kind of like circular pattern in the dust by
Love
his
it.
feet.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay.
Cool.
So then I think is that it for melee for our heroes?
No, Iphigenia.
Iffy. Here we go.
Bastard.
Here he comes.
Oh, yeah,
But you got +1 to hit, so that does hit.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
13 points of damage, I guess.
Awesome. Okay. Big hit. Okay. And then let's see here. I think is that it for our heroes in melee?
Yeah.
Double checking.
Unless
Okay.
You want to have Preda attack the horse.
Yes. Yep. Yeah. Sabrina, attack the horse.
Poor horse. By the way, the horse is only here for a certain length of time, but
Yeah, there's some extra dimensional space where horses are just hanging out, waiting to be summoned. Yeah. So I don't know. Do you have plans for the weekend, or poof, and he disappears?
Yeah.
The 13 misses. The 6 might hit because it's AC 5.
Yeah, I'm checking here. So riding horse has an AC of 7, so that is 2 hits. Robert, give us
I won't accidentally an extra claw.
2d8 damage, please.
2d8, okay.
Yep. Let's see how many hit
I
points this
also
thing
wanted to
has.
see. Oops,
You just threw dice at my head.
yeah,
Bonk.
yeah.
Mm,
There we go. I'm doing one other thing because I want to see if it had a.
Horse. So the horse appears, and then suddenly the Preda just kind of like leaps up on this thing and immediately kills the horse.
oh, man.
And by the way, it is making work. just to make it worse, that last roll I did was to see if it had riding gear. So there's some rider out in the middle of nowhere who suddenly doesn't have a horse.
No, the second claw was accidental. So the first claw missed.
Oh,
The second claw did 2 points of damage or 3, I guess, of the prayer effect.
Oh,
I
I
missed
missed that
with the
first
bite.
one. Oh, right, but I guess the +1 damage from the prayer.
right.
But I missed with the bite.
Yes, with bite. Oh, I see what you mean here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It only rolled.
Oh, so it's only 3 points of damage, so it's not dead.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
it's not heavy.
All right. Can you please, Robert, give me 2d6 roll.
Sure. Horse leaps over and attacks Reagan.
Yeah,
so lucky,
it's running.
lucky it's not.
So, all right. Fortunately, it will draw attacks of opportunity from 2 beetles and Preda. So, okay. Then it is, let's see here, the beetles' turn. Speaking of the beetles, let's get their attacks done here. So we got,
What are they singing?
sorry, what was that?
What are the Beatles singing?
The beetles singing, yeah.
Which
All right.
song?
All stuff that I think is owned by the estate of Michael Jackson, isn't it? Isn't that like no joke? Didn't?
Yeah.
Wasn't that
Yeah,
the story
it is.
that
I'm like-
you bought the
Yeah,
catalog?
Yeah,
All right, so we
that's
got first chompers on Iffy. Oh, this one does get you, Iffy. So let's see here. I didn't grab you though. Iffy, you take another 10 points of damage, but DR will apply against that.
And we still have all of our astonishing fortune, I think. Don't we?
Iffy gets one more. Yeah, you do. You guys have what? How many points of astonishing fortune left? And you can.
1 each.
Yeah.
We're doing
So
it
for this campaign, let's just pool them from now on.
Okay.
We'll do it just like we do in every other campaign because you guys, rather than come up with some cockamamie narrative explanation for why you're spending your stuff on each other, which is what you kind of a lot of times end up doing. We'll just do it as a group thing.
Yeah.
So if you want to negate that hit, Iffy, you can feel free to spend a point of astonishing fortune.
You mean the 10-pointer?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, so you weren't hit by that. You were hit by its horn though, but only 2 points of damage.
Okay. So the DR still applies, right?
It does, but because if you're wearing just the chest plate, it's medium armor, so it's 1 DR you've got right now.
Okay.
Okay. Then I've got 1, 2 on Amar. So first 2 bites on Amar. Neither of those hit, and I have 4 horns. And if you guys are thinking that I would make a horny for you joke, I think that you guys think too much of me. Because, of course, I would have made that joke. But in an oblique way, suggesting I would never make that joke. 2 of the horns hit. And let's see here. That is 3 points. Oh, sorry, 1 point of damage and 2 points of damage. So Amar, while these massive jaws are trying to get in at you, you're kung fuing back and forth and keeping them at a distance. They scratch you a couple times, but it's really nothing significant. Malo, we got 1 on you. I hit an AC 0. Does that hit you?
Yep, yes it does.
Okay. So you take... Oh boy. 11 points of damage. Full DR will apply. And then
I'll
those
take it
2
for now.
horns. Neither of the horns hit you. And I got 1 more to go. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, can't get to you this round. He's making his way over towards you, but can't get there this round. All right. Then, is this guy not on the... Oh, there. That's why. He wasn't on a proper square. All right, so I think that is it for melee. Then we are on to... no one's got ranged. So we're on to magic first phase, which is nobody. We got move with Xanako. What are you doing, Xanako?
All right, I am. So you see Xanako, he stops the chanting. The prayer is going to continue for a little while because it's a prayer, not an incantation. So we get 3 more rounds of the bonus.
Nice.
But he moves up next to Amar to get ready to tap him for some healing.
Awesome. Okay.
Cool.
Then second phase, we've got I got 1 that can do melee on Malo. That sentence brought to you by Dr. Seuss. That is so I hit an AC 2.
That misses, thankfully.
Nice. Okay. Then I got 2 horns. One of those hits, and you take 2 points of damage.
Okay,
And
DR?
DR applies. Yes, full DR.
Okay, great.
Then we're on to... none of our heroes have melee second phase, so we got magic from Zanako. We doing Zanako?
I'm doing a cure moderate on Amar. 12
Nice.
points. Of
Holy smokes!
Nice.
Really good.
Oh, magic.
Where have you been all of our lives?
Oh yeah, the scythe.
Yeah, this is the 3rd round of the scythe.
Okay, here we go. Come on, scythe.
Nope.
You're all right. Though every time you cast that spell, I get Blue Oyster Cult in my head. So, which there's worse things to have in your head, I suppose.
Well,
Yeah. All right. Then, let's see here. I think is that the end of the round? I believe so, guys. So, unless anyone else has a move they wanted... Oh, the horse. Preda, would you go ahead and make your attack of opportunity as the horse runs off into the jungle? I'll make the attacks for my beetles. I got a 19 on one of my attacks. But let's see if you kill it first. Holy smokes! Yes! Preda, give us a d6 roll. Only +2. Still 5 damage, I think, is enough. +1 from the prayer, 6 damage. So this horse tries to get away. Fucking grabs it by the throat. Awesome. Oh man, I love companions. Okay, then that is the end of the round, guys. We're on to round 4. So I'm gonna put my oversized D10 away because I keep wanting to roll that for initiative. Everyone decide what you're doing this round and go ahead and enter it down. And then, oh boy. Well, I didn't roll it in the box, so I'll count as a jack dice. Re-roll. There we go. There we go. I want to let you guys know that I gave up a 6 and re-rolled because I didn't technically roll it in the box.
Oh, well, I appreciate that.
Yeah. When you see the 6 again, I just want you to know that's the second one I rolled. So.
I was waiting for that.
Oh, so just as a reminder, Kevin, in case you haven't been keeping track, the prayer also for every enemy that's in the area, it's -1 to hit and -1 damage for them.
Oh, I have not been applying that.
Okay. Well, since we're all learning this new spell,
Here, let's do this. Everyone get 2 hit points back. Anyone who's been injured by these things, we'll say that should balance things out.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, I got plenty of
I
ways
was just
to kill you
thinking,
guys.
since they've been doing a lot of small hits, that might actually be an
Oh
important
yeah,
thing,
yeah. It might in
that
some
would
cases
negate
it
some
might
of those hits.
for sure.
Yeah.
Or just push
Oh,
it
that's
down
great.
to where the DR gets rid of it.
Yeah.
Can I count the dagger that I cut myself with for the runes as an opponent?
No. Although did someone switch out the dagger of poison? No.
No, I haven't. I haven't.
No. I'm kidding. Oh.
Oh, maybe I should, right?
Would be a good
Reagan,
game.
yeah, Reagan never. Reagan is a sexist because she never has enlarged Iphigenia, even though Iphigenia can blast things as best as the men.
Yeah.
So maybe Iphigenia will.
I go for the one who can.
Oh God.
Right now, I'm going for the one who can do it twice.
Oh no, Amar. It's a great tactical for Amar because he can.
Yeah.
I can't only attack like one time.
Okay, so this is favored round, guys. All right, now Carl. Bearing in mind that I gave up a 6 to re-roll here, Carl.
Yeah.
Do I have to roll twice then and fix another?
Would you kindly beat my 1?
Oh, nice. Okay. Fantastic.
Nice, well done. All right, so first up is our heroes. We have Malo, Reagan, Amar, Iffy, and that's it for melee. So go ahead.
Freda. I put Freda in there attacking.
Oh, and Freda too. Yep.
I'll try to put P there.
Okay.
Mari, you want to start us off?
Yeah. So I'm going to continue attacking that one.
Okay, go ahead. Come on.
That definitely misses.
Ugh.
And AC4, I don't think hits either.
AC4 does not. No, unfortunately, it hits. The chitin in these things is quite tough.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Why don't you get 4 attacks?
No, I'm not hasted. I'm just enlarged. If I hit, I get 1.5 times damage.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
I might have to haste this at some point, but right now I'm trying to avoid it.
Sure, that's fine.
Okay. Who wants to go next?
Go, Malo.
Okay, here we go. No.
Come on, brother.
And an AC1.
So there is, guys, you are sitting on 5 points of astonishing fortune for the people who missed in that round too, and we are like into our last hour of play. So
Yeah, sure. I will use one.
Yeah, but we'll get XP for not using them. So
yeah, you will.
Yeah.
But you don't
Not
get
that
XP if you're dead.
That doesn't, and also that doesn't scale either, so it continues to be
Ooh,
50. Whoa, big hit.
AC1 and an AC -7.
Okay, so that hits. Let's see here.
And +1. Yeah.
AC1, AC negative. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, you hit. Okay, so that is
19 total.
11 and
And there was obviously the one I attacked previously.
yeah.
At least.
Okay, so yeah, you're hacking away at this thing. There are a couple places where the exoskeleton has been pierced, and bits of gooey, innards are kind of lolling out. Okay, then let's see here. Then who wants to go next for their melee?
Go ahead.
Amar, did you want to use any astonishing fortune for your kung fu?
I think I'm gonna hold off till next round.
Okay.
yeah, Reagan will swing. It's probably not wise, given that she's hoping to let the creature actually eat the horse, but she'll just go ahead and.
That hits.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's 6 points of
plus
damage again.
+1 damage, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice. Whack! You hit it with the battle axe again. All right. Who wants to go next?
Yeah, kind of
Iffy?
Yeah. Bastard sword.
Go. Come on,
Actually,
Iffy.
maybe I'll pray to. No, it's fine. Oh, it's a hit.
That's a big hit.
All right.
Okay.
And attack again. So that's 8 points of damage.
Yep. Got it.
Nice.
Ooh, beautiful.
6 points of damage.
So, what does it look like as you take down this beetle?
She's gonna slice it like in its head area.
Yeah.
She slices down and then puts the sword and.
This thing is destroyed.
Nice.
Awesome.
All right.
Reagan gives Virginia a look. Nice job.
Kratos gonna move up and attack this one here.
Okay.
Because the horse, I'm assuming, disappeared.
The horse did disappear. It takes one last look. Any more tasty horses around? No?
So it looks like 5.
That does hit because of the prayer bonus.
So 8 points of damage, it looks like.
Nice. All right. Unfortunately, I think that means that she might draw its attention then. Do we have any other heroes in melee? I don't think so. Okay. What is Preda's AC?
Kratos AC, it says 0. I don't think that's right.
I don't think so either. Let's see here. She's a mountain lion, basically. So let's see here. I think it's actually under lion. Oh, maybe I'm wrong here. No, I'm right. AC is a 6. Yikes. Oh, wait, hold on. Maybe she's a tiger. Which is an AC 6 as well, too. What does her bite do? Is it 2d6?
Now, the bite you gave me as, I think, a D8. I think they're more like snow leopards.
Oh, I'm just trying to remember what I use as the base creature for it. Because a tiger does 1d6 with its claw and does 2d6 with its bite. A lion does 1d4 plus 1 and 1d8 plus 1 for its bite.
No, I have D4 and D6. It's more like a cougar, mountain lion.
D4, D6.
leopard.
Lord knows what I use then. Well, 6, it seems to be the consensus anyway. So, all right. Then, let's see here. So this thing first, it's going to try and get its massive jaws around old Preda. It's a hit. Okay, and I'm going to roll it in chat. It's 3d6 damage. Let's see here. I don't want to take blame for this. 10 points of damage. Eesh. On Preda. And then it's 2 horns. One of them misses, one of them hits. And it's D10. Preda survives this round. Nice. Then I have, let's see here, 1 beetle on Amar. It's a miss with the bite and 2 hits with the horns. Yeah, you know the old saying, you miss with a beetle, you get the horns. So that's how that goes, right?
I forgot about that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to a special level of hell for that one. So that's 1 point of damage and 7 points of damage. Which means -2, so or -1 from the pair. You take no damage from one of them, and you take
6 from the other.
Yeah, 6 from the other. Also, Preda can gain 2 hit points back, because I forgot to reduce that. All right, and then I got Malo. We got 2 of those things trying to get in on you. And if you have a Harryhausen kind of, weird moving stop motion thing, that's what I've got in my mind for this fight.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. So it's you guys awkwardly fighting against green screen beetles. I think, let's see, does AC 3 hit you?
That misses.
Nice. Okay, so then it just got 4 horns on you.
Okay.
1 hit with the horns. So you take, and this with the deduction, 6 points of damage. DR applies.
Okay. All right, I'll take it.
Okay. Then, guys, that is the end of melee. We are on to. Anyone have magic?
Yeah.
Oh, yep. Scythe. Here we go. This is where the scythe proves its value. Holy shit!
Awesome.
Is it the?
It does 9 points. It actually does 9 points of damage.
Yeah. Awesome.
10 points of damage.
Incredible. Destroys another one of these things. Then it's we have move.
2 more rounds after this.
One person has a move on it.
Yep, I'm going up over here to get ready to pop Mallow up.
Okay.
I'm going to.
Oh,
Virginia's going to move too.
Yeah,
Okay.
Reagan's got
All right. If he's got her move, Reagan's move. All right. Then we are on.
Half move, right?
You can move half your combat move. Yeah, half your full move.
And I'm going to have Preda back off.
Take a horse break. Chomp, 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 chomp.
Yeah.
Or
Chomp,
actually,
chomp, chomp.
just stay there and chomp on the
The dead beetle? Sure,
beetle
yeah.
flesh.
Yeah. All right, then it is, and I'll zoom in a little more here so we can see the oversized beetles. Then, guys, we are on to, I think the second phase, and I don't think anything interesting happens the second phase, does it? Xanako's got magic.
Yeah, so another 2d8, my last cure moderate on Mallow.
Having a healer in the group makes the second phase a totally different game now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Sure.
Okay, Ish. So 3 points.
I'll take it.
Yep. All right.
Right.
And I think that is it for round 4, guys. So we are on to round 5. All right. We've gone almost an entire session with Carl dominating initiative.
I know.
Yeah, I know. It's impressive.
Okay. So
Just gave us the kibosh.
let's see here. So Carl, everyone entered in. Let's see here. All good things must come to an end sometime, I suppose. Let's see. Okay, then Carl, would you kindly beat my 1?
Jeez. 3.
Nice.
I'm getting lower.
All right. Our heroes are up first here. So we got Malo, Iffy, and Reagan and Amar on melee. Who wants to go first?
If Virginia will go last, because she can move, depending on which one gets injured, she can move to this one.
So, Mario, you want to start us off?
I'm going to focus on that one right now.
Okay. Let's see how many hit points it's got. Yo! Cast in the bones.
That AC 5 does not hit. AC 12. Okay, I'm going to spend Astonishing Fortune point.
Sure.
Is that just 1 reroll?
Just 1 reroll, yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
There you go. So
Nice,
9 points of damage.
And so that's 1.5. That's 9 times 1.5 is
15.
15?
13.
13? Okay. Big hit on this thing.
Nice.
Whack!
Nice.
You see the tremor runs the whole length of this thing's 12-foot long body. Who wants to go next?
I'll attack the one that's due east of us.
Okay, I'm gonna roll
AC
hit points on
4?
that last one.
Is a 4 hit him?
Okay. This is the run to the litter. That is a miss, unfortunately. 4 is
Okay. I think we should save the Astonishing Fortune.
Okay, you want Astonishing Fortune or are you saving?
I think we should save it for now.
When you defeat the last one, that's when they turn into like a beetle Voltron and continue fighting. So-
Yeah, we're gonna need it.
Necro Beetle Voltron. Okay. So that is Malo done, Amar's done. We got Reagan and Iffy still to go.
Reagan will move here and then swing on this. Is there any flanking bonus?
Yeah,
for
there
this?
is. Yep.
All right.
I'll apply it to its armor class. So.
Okay. And she swings the battle axe.
That's a hit. Yep.
Nice.
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 She's suddenly, I think she's a little pissed off about the gorillas and at herself still. So-
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
To here and attack this guy.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, she can move her full 15, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that's right, because you're wearing lighter armor now too.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Okay, here it comes. Nice, big hit. So that's 9 points of damage. Yep.
Oh, so close. I keep getting you like almost a crit.
Yeah.
Okay. Then is that everyone's?
Me on melee.
You're on melee. Oh, look at this, Aniko. Here we go. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah, I'm almost out of spells, so I might as well try to hit it with my War Club.
Cool.
Special crazy. I did a Makuahutil, I think is how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
Yeah. As a broadsword or battle axe, I figured that's probably similar enough.
You know, it reminds you guys of that fearsome fight with the Beastmen.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's probably where they learned it. And a miss.
Okay.
Ah.
Incidentally, you are Beastmen, the Vormus. They are not unknown to your people, not by any means.
I kind of figured.
Yeah.
Well, you
and
know,
it-
didn't Zyneko say that like there are a lot of kaiju or giant creatures here? I wonder if these are like the babies of the big beetles.
Oh, could be the spawn.
We
Just
also
wait till
saw
Mama shows up.
some evidence of giant creatures in
Yep.
terms of footprints and stuff as well.
I was watching Edward's Godzilla this week, so you know.
Oh, no.
All right, so I think that's it for melee for our heroes, which means it is beetle time. So I got Iffy. You're the one who did the most damage to that one, so I think you're getting its attention. So Iffy, we got a bite on you. 19. That's a hit. So damage is not great though. With the minus reduction, I do 10 points of damage. DR will apply on top of that as well. Then it's 2 horns on you. A 19 again.
So
God dang.
that's
Actually, it's Jack dice.
Nope. Although I'm down pretty bad. But...
Okay, neither the horns hit you. I've got a bite on Malo. It hits like an AC -5.
Yep, that is.
So Malo, you take 10 points of damage. DR applies.
10, okay.
Okay, and then I got 2 horns on you. Fucking nat 20 and a 17.
Okay.
So one of them does 3 points of damage. DR applies. And one of them does 2 points of damage. DR applies.
And that's with the -1 on each of them.
That's with the that's already incorporating the prayer reduction. Okay.
Okay.
And then Amar, you're the one who hit that big one the most, so it's going to go on you again. Nat 20 for the. I gotta keep track of these. I forget that we got crits in this one. All right, so nat 20 on the bite, and I rolled a 5, which I think is times 2. Is that right?
That one is
5
that sounds
for monsters times 2, yeah.
Times 2, okay. So Amar, well, you guys got some astonishing fortune left here, because with the deduction, that is 24 points of damage.
Oh, yeah, use some.
Yeah.
Sun.
Definitely got to spin it.
Okay. All right, so this thing's coming in, and I think that there's a moment where you sort of, do a kung fu kind of block to prevent these jaws from going forward. It's kind of like struggling against you, and then it releases you because it doesn't feel it can actually get a bite off, but it will try and hit you with its horns. AC 0?
Yeah, that'll be.
That'll do it? Okay. You take 8 points of damage, and that's with a deduction.
That is production. Okay.
Okay, and DR applies. All right. Okay, guys. Then we are on to. Does anybody have magic in the first phase?
It still has 2 more rounds.
Oh yeah, nice. Go ahead and scythe it up here.
Type it up.
Come on.
Oh, nice.
Oh, holy shit!
11 points of damage.
So it just swings around like spinning around and cuts along the length, the side of this thing like a buzz saw. It just, and this is after Amar casts it off of him. Then, great job. That for every time that spell has had suboptimal performance in the past 39 sessions, this is definitely making up for it.
Yeah, totally.
Jeez. So then, I guess it is the end of the first phase. Is anyone who's moving on the second phase go ahead?
Yeah.
Staying where I am.
Okay.
Rita lets out a loud burp.
Yeah. Nice.
Reagan will come up to here.
Roll 3d6 adorable damage. And I need to make a morale save for these things because they are a morale check at least. Oh boy, do these things love to fight.
Ah, damn it.
A mindless vermin.
Yeah. But not this time. I rolled 18. I'm using D&D stats, so they appear to be wanting to withdraw now. So let's start with everyone declaring your actions. We're on to a favored round, so remember that you can get multiple attacks this time. Oh yeah, that was your move?
Yes, sir.
I love the idea that it's just springing kind of like you somersault over and land.
Let's see. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that in case I need to.
All right, excellent. Then, Carl, will your unbeaten streak continue against my 3?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Nice.
Great. Okay, so then, first up we have melee with Malo, Reagan, Zanako, and Amar. Right. Oh, and Iffy.
Yeah.
Here goes nothing. Come on. Dang.
Oh, and the prayer is over at this point. The strength
Okay.
of the feathered serpent leaves your bodies, and you can feel just a little bit less connected with the sun and the world.
Yeah.
Oh,
9
crit.
points of damage.
Give us a d6 roll.
Quick question. Would you think the stunning blow applies to insects?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, then let's start there.
Okay. Well, actually, roll because of your size and because of the potential crit. We may not need to worry about that. Give us a d6 roll.
Okay, you want to do the 1d6 first? Then?
Yeah, yeah. It's this was the run to the litter for hit dice. 4 is what, times 2? Times 2 damage. So that means you did 18 points of damage. Yeah. So there is a sort of like Avatar: The Last Airbender style like shockwave that runs through this thing as you hit it, but it explodes out too. You basically shook loose every segment in this thing's entire body. Who wants to go next?
Go ahead.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna swing twice with my... Oh, also a crit.
Nice. Go ahead and give us a crit effect.
5.
Times 3? I think that's times 3 damage, isn't it?
Yeah,
It
times
might-
3 for
Yep.
fighters of class.
So
21.
what does it look like as you completely destroy this thing?
So Malo is kind of slipping on its like the gore and guts that have fallen out of the creature through its chitinous shell, and he just jams his scimitar straight through the crack that's already there and widens it, and then hacks it, like basically forces it all the way through the creature.
Wow.
Power of Xanaco's God. Let the prayer win.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. All right, guys. So with that one down, we bring ourselves to the end of
My
the...
side hovers over Reagan. I'm kidding.
Yeah. Take that. All right. Okay. So then the with the end of the fight, you guys have a moment to catch your breath that lasted only a minute.
It felt like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
with an odd break in the middle.
All right.
Mostly because it was those things were dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
not doing well.
So you guys have a moment to catch your breath here. What are you guys thinking?
Well, Reagan's gonna she's gonna take out the horn and make the ale with it and offer it to everybody. So that would be 10 hit points per.
10. Wow. Okay.
Can the Thunder Tiger drink too?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Yep.
10
It just
points?
counts as a person, so you've got... I mean, Zaniko is not injured at all, so yeah, you got more than enough to... Okay.
Like everything I said about you, Reagan, or was thinking about you.
I'll have to make you big next time. Just
All right, so you guys top yourselves up a little bit here. This happened, like I said, this is about 3 in the afternoon when this occurred. What do you guys do next?
I mean, should we continue, or is there anything anybody else wants to do?
So Zanika has healing spells wise 1 cure light left. So it seems like we should probably save that in case we get attacked and he needs to bring somebody back up from the dead.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I still have cellular adjustment if I have to heal myself or somebody else.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got 2
Right.
sources there.
All right.
Wow.
So
Okay, cool.
probably continue on for a little, or at least start looking for maybe a more defensible place to camp
okay.
along our way.
So let's.
What were they eating there, Kevin?
What were they eating there?
Weren't
They were.
eating something when we came
They
upon
were
them?
rooting in the ground
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. for something. All right. So then, at the end of that day, guys, you successfully. You otherwise do not have any other challenging encounters. The other insects you run into are of the much smaller variety. And let's see how the evening goes. Okay. Evening, likewise.
So Zaniko, while we're on the kind of walking, Zaniko's going to talk a little bit about what he can do, and specifically that if we run into some type of feral animals again, if they don't look hostile, he may be able to actually negotiate with them, because that's one of his god's abilities, is to bring harmony to the natural world. And by that, I mean I have speak with animals and a pretty good charisma.
Nice.
Excellent.
Okay.
That'll definitely come in handy, I'm sure, in this
You can finally
land.
tell me what Prada is thinking when she glares at us.
I think that's pretty simple. Food. Not food.
No, I think more not food yet.
Not food yet. Yeah, that's engineer. Everybody else's food soon.
Right.
All right.
Well, guess we'll make a camp for the night then.
Sure. So the evening, and everyone took off another ration as well.
Yep.
And you guys have the evenings. Oh, let's that's right. You guys could. Let's do this. Sure, just give me like coming back home again. Why don't you give us a percentile roll for finding water?
Okay, here we go.
Pretty much. Wrong book.
79.
79?
Yeah.
That is, I believe, success.
Great.
There it is. Once I find my wilderness survival guide. So then, the reason I wanted you to make that roll is because if you choose to, someone could fish.
I actually am a fisherman by trade.
We should, because we only have 1 day of food left.
I got a few days of food.
Anyone have a ranged weapon as well, too? You guys could hunt tonight, too.
Amar, Archer had your crossbow, but I'd assume you'd take it back from his
Yeah,
body.
I have my crossbow.
Okay.
Reagan has her short bow.
Maybe you should go.
I have my sling. Which
We have a
probably
spear.
is right down like
Yeah,
small.
so
Although I guess I
any
could
of
use
those
my
things?
crossbow to-
Sling, crossbow, yeah. So the chance of, just sort of as a reminder, the area you're in will dictate sort of how prolific the place is with game, and then every extra person you bring along with you reduces the chance of finding that game, but it also increases the yield you'll get on a successful hunt. So
is there any usable meat from those rhino beetles?
Yeah, oh, definitely. So just even as what you can scavenge from it is, one second here. Okay. I love this song.
It's cool.
For our session last night, I used a ton of synth and electronica kind of like 80s sounding stuff, and fuck, was it fun.
That's cool.
Some good tunes. Okay, now I think, is it further? Nope. Sorry guys, I always forget where they've got the rules for how much you can get from an animal. Ah, here we go. So, without spending any, the full day to butcher the animal, each of those beetles will give you 6 rations worth of food.
Oh,
Why?
If you spent the full day to do that stuff, you can get 20 rations from each of them.
well, we're probably not gonna spend the whole day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there were like 6 of them, right? So
Yeah,
could
so it's
have
36.
the 5 of us
Yeah.
Yeah,
get rations.
Mhm.
and
Instead,
given the heat, are your
So the heat may not be as much of a concern because I have purify food and drink, so
Oh,
I can
great.
recover
Awesome.
rotten food.
Yeah, because that's what I was wondering, is just the duration of, because of the ambient temperature here. Yeah, so like do you see,
can
you guys?
give ourselves 6 rations if we, feed the cat as well.
Yeah, so it's you can get 36 rations out of just from scavenging what you guys have got there, and then basically after a day, I start checking for spoilage because it's so hot here. And good lord, so raw meat is a 90% chance of spoiling after a day. Cooked meat has an 80% chance of spoiling after a day. Just because of how hot it is here. So that purify food and water, that definitely, if you make use of that, then how many like how much food does that actually?
I can do 5 cubic feet of food and water.
So
per
one
year.
casting of that will be sufficient to cover everything. So if you guys want
If it's
to,
boiled.
Yeah.
We could also
Yeah, it
maybe
seems like we take
plenty of
that
water, right? We could
36
boil-
rations.
We can make like a crab stew, except it's beetle stew
yeah.
with all the beetle parts.
Well, the difficulty is you guys are back to sort of cooking out of a hat again because you don't have any of your cooking supplies or whatnot. What you can do, I think having Xanico in the party, just the way that I think that you're probably a little better equipped to make do with cooking stuff in the bush.
Yeah.
And what the purify food and water would do as well too is you wouldn't have to worry about checking for tainted water. Because Xanico would tell you it's really, really common for there to be parasites and stuff in the water here.
Yep.
So
That's kind of what I was thinking, is that somebody alone, a cleric alone in the bush, would probably know that he needs to keep himself healthy with food and water.
So then what that means, guys, is that you unfortunately rob your DM of a chance to roll a bunch of random encounters because none of you are wandering off fishing or hunting or whatever. So you safely make it through the evening. The evening passes uneventfully. Morning comes. First off, Amar, did you want to take advantage of your cellular adjustment to top your hit points up before?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that evening.
Okay.
So that will get me up to
Okay.
almost 4.
All right. And as dawn comes, I think that what you guys can see is that you're properly down into the depression of this valley now too, and you can see about maybe 20 miles or so away, there is the tendril of smoke coming up. Okay.
Not from the tower, a separate location.
From what Amar's here, what Amar can tell you is that the acrid smoke from that is unmistakable. It would be unlikely that you'd spot a cooking fire or something like that from that distance, but this is just a constant little ribbon of black heading up against the sky. From where you are, it appears to be like a little thread that reaches its way up and then slowly, disappears into the sky as whatever those particulates are, disperse. But yeah,
like more of an industrial smoke, like foraging or something like that, or
the way Amar, I'm trying to think of the context he would have for it. It is like nothing he's seen. The thickness of it is like the burning of oil. Like when you guys have used Great Fire before with that Atlantean, thing. That's the closest to the smoke that he can think of. Definitely something either unnatural or something that is not like wood or, whatever burning. All right, so then morning comes. All right, and where are you guys heading now? To the second half of that hex?
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Okay. Where did... My ottoman is becoming so cluttered now. The reason Anna was biting my hand is because I had too many damn books on there for her to get up. Dad, move! Dad, move!
I'm with Anna. Should get rid of those books.
You need less books, Madison. All right.
They're chew toys, Anna. Chew toys.
She's good at that. I actually, our last dog, Emmy, she destroyed the cover. She wasn't really a chewer or whatnot, but for whatever reason, she either really loved or really hated my copy of Savage Worlds Rome.
Oh, wow.
One day, she destroyed the cover of that, and she also destroyed one of my Funko Batman, too, so... Clearly, the running joke for the day was that, the Joker was not Batman's greatest foe. It was a, angry pit bull, or at least an bored pit bull. So, guys, you make your way out here, and the day's travel. Partway through it, what you come across is an edge of a clearing, and in here, at the start of this, the clearing, it's not. Sorry, I should correct. It's not a clearing, but it's a patch of different colored terrain. You guys walk up, and as you walk up, you've got a smell for necromantic power, And as you walk up, Malo, you hit this area, and you're the first one to hit it, and then Iffy walks up right next to you. And this patch of jungle seems to be completely bleached. The trees have, it's as if they had been leached of any kind of life. The sound, while it continues behind you, the buzz of insects, the chirping of birds, the songs of birds, the sounds of things moving. In front of you, there's nothing. No sound. Apart from the brittle sound of the dried leaves and twigs, or leaves and limbs moving with the breeze.
Strange. I don't like this.
It's Atlantean Agent Orange.
Yeah.
Speaks of necromancy.
Okay.
Since we rested, everybody who's wounded can roll hit points again. Also,
right.
since we might get into something, knowing the way that our DM likes to set up encounters.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you mean. I mean, do you think we're transitioning into a new musical cue just because it's fun to set ambiance? Come on. So, looking where this thing moves, if you look to your left, it seems that there is a part where this starts and where it ends, and likewise there is in the other direction. And now, do you wish to move through this, or do you wish to try and traverse around?
Well,
is the tower in the middle of it, or is it?
This is in the direction of where the tower is, yeah.
And how wide a swath is this? If we
It's
can see
really
both
hard.
edges?
You'd have to start hiking in one, either to the left or to
Okay.
the right, to try and figure
So
out.
we don't see right now from where we are where it ends at any point. It looks like it goes on. both
Exactly.
directions. Got it.
It's
But do we
easier to
see-
see through because of the amount of dead vegetation and stuff on the ground. And again, like everything seems to have all the color and vitality leached out of it in here. There's definitely a strong necromantic vibe that you get from this Iffy.
All right, then I'm gonna. Since that's the case, I'm gonna cast my one detect magic for the day, just
Okay.
to see if I can see if this has got some kind of dangerous
Sure.
effect currently.
So there is definitely an aura of kind of necromantic magic, but there is a quality to it that is unlike anything you've seen before.
Huh.
There's some other bizarre quasi-magical effect that's going on here. And you can sense that as you get further forward, it does seem to grow stronger.
Okay. Okay, I will relate that. I will confirm, Iphigenia, that there is some necromantic magic in play here, and it only seems to get stronger as you head deeper into this area.
So is the smoke? Can we still see the smoke though, or is it?
Yep, and it's if you're traveling as the crow flies, you would be traveling straight through this area. You don't need to worry really about getting lost per se, because you can always see that tendril getting ever closer. So if you want to move your way, around, you could definitely navigate that.
Do you want to scope it out, or do we want to just head straight for it?
I'm concerned about entering this region with such magic and effect. Seems like we might want to just see if we can go around it, if that's possible.
I suspect this tower will probably be in the center of it.
It's very possible, but at least we'll know that's our only option.
So ask Xanico, do you know about this place?
So Xanico, you don't know about this place in particular, but you know that in some sites of the ancients, in some sites of the Sky People, the land is dead like this. And those that linger too long in there find themselves growing ill.
Mm-hmm.
The very land itself here is corrupted and
Uh,
blighted.
It is not unsafe, at least in the other regions, the ones that you speak of, it's not unsafe to travel through them necessarily, though you can find signs of the ancients, either twisted creatures or some of those strange metallic artifacts. It's really just if you stay in the region, that's where. Though that's also often where riches can be found if you want to try and recover some of those things.
Mm-hmm.
If we linger here, it will be detrimental to our health and to our ability to ever leave. But the sages say that riches can be found in here. If that is what you seek, then perhaps this is the way forward.
Well, if it is,
Out there.
Yeah, I'm not as concerned with riches at the moment, though that's not something I purposely want to avoid. However, I think we do need to get to that tower, and if you think it's not dangerous to travel through, it is the most direct route, it seems. You just don't
I
want
do
to
not know
stop.
how long we will have in the blighted land.
Mm-hmm.
But we
How long
should
do we estimate it would take to get to the where the smoke is?
So another like 2 days travel to get to the smoking tower.
We'll have at least one night in here.
Well, again, from now, you don't know how big this area is yet.
Right.
Yeah, I think that we should at least do a little bit of reconnaissance to see if there is a way around it.
Yep.
And if there's not, we can then decide how we want
Sure.
to
Straight in, yeah.
So after about 20 minutes of travel, and it doesn't really matter whether you choose to go left or you choose to go right, what you realize is that this it is a almost perfectly circular sort of outline for this, and no one has any kind of navigation or anything like that as their secondary skill, do they?
Reagan has Sailor.
Sailor?
Yeah.
I don't think that's necessarily, yeah.
Okay.
Just because navigating on
Yeah,
land
make
would
sure we
be,
get the stars,
yeah.
as well. So,
I do have a Thulean compass.
That's right.
Yeah. So what the Thulean compass can tell you is that there is, because it tracks the flow of power, right, of the ley lines in this.
Yeah.
And like I said, there was a strange. This place seems to have regimented. This is a little different. Whatever is in the center of this, it seems to be disrupting that. So it's a lot more chaotic than what you've seen, closer to what you've seen elsewhere in Thule since coming to Thule.
Interesting.
You would guess, I think, just from where you're walking, guys, it's maybe the radius of whatever this thing is. Well, the diameter of this is probably about a half mile. So it's not nearly as big as what you thought.
Yeah.
But there is something at the center of this that was disrupting that. You could very easily move around this and continue on. If you wish to mark the map with where this is, you can feel free to do that.
Well, if we go to that center place a half a day, maybe it's like some sort of sanctuary could help us.
I guess that's possible. I guess if it's a half a mile across, the center would be about a quarter of a mile away. So we could potentially make a foray into the area to investigate and then come back out. I'm either way. I'm happy. I have my sights set on that tower, so we're still heading towards that tower if we go through this area. So
if you go back to where you were and then go directly through, yeah, you'd pass right through. It'd be about a half mile of travel through these lands, through the Deadlands.
but I'll leave it.
I'm curious if the Iphigenia will communicate.
Amar and Reagan, Zanika, what do you think?
I'm okay with that.
yeah, I'm up for it.
Okay.
Zanika, do you think your god would look favorably on us entering these lands? I
Well,
understand.
it's a complicated bit of theology. It depends on which of the saints you believe. No, I think Zanika will say that, like, as long as we do not tarry for too long, as long as we don't have to rest within the blighted lands, I think we'll be all right.
Very well. I think we shall proceed
Okay.
into the midst of this blighted area.
Blighted lands, a tower, if a big flaming eye appears atop this thing.
All right. So you guys begin making your way into these blighted lands, and what you can see, or what you experience as you're making your way in, is the sound of dry, crunching vegetation underneath your feet, cracked and moisture-sapped land. If you're looking around too, I think what you see, moving on the trees, albino white insects skittering up and down. The trunks of the trees around here too, it seems as if the if the trees had like dried and then split, and then some strange, weird growth came out, almost like a tumor in many of these. So these things seem to be misshapen almost from within. And every vine that you have to push aside, every bush that you move through, it breaks like a brittle bit of dried wood. And after about maybe 15 minutes of travel, it's remarkably easier to travel through here than it is through the rest of the areas. At first, you know, whoever is in point there, you're using your scimitar to hack through, but you realize that just, you know, batting it aside is sufficient to clear your path and leave it easy for the rest to go.
Okay.
You reach a point after about maybe 15 minutes of travel where you come across a small crater. And you know the difference between like a depression and whatnot from a crater, because this is a perfectly spherical region. And it leads down, and all the earth in here has been blanched white and blown back. And in the center is a strange metal, maybe a structure it looks like at first, and then you look again and you can see that there's a rough, not humanoid, but in the sense of looking like a man or a woman, humanoid in the sense it has one limb and the remains of another on the bottom, and one broken limb that lies like buried half in the earth, and another one on the side. The side of this thing is split open, revealing scorched and scoured interior. Guys, this is roughly what is buried in there. Sorry for the...
Huh. And does that appear to be made of some kind of metallic substance?
Definitely, it's made of a strange metal substance. It's completely dull. Does not have any kind of reflective quality to it at this point, and it's twisted and warped back from where some kind of titanic explosion is. You can also see, as you're looking around at the corner of the crater, there are two scorched skeletal remains, and partly broken, of two more of those tusked ones, those giant cyclopean creatures that you faced.
Are they, how decayed are they?
It's completely skeletonized.
They're okay.
Scorched and skeletonized, yeah.
Okay, and do they look like, are they lying as if they were, the bones lying as if they were blasted backwards?
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
guessing these creatures came upon whatever that is, or were here when it was destroyed and caught in the blast. Does anyone know what kind of magic this thing is? Zanico? Is this familiar to you?
Perhaps a great war beast of the sky people.
I guess I will carefully move closer to it to get a better look into that torn open interior.
Sure. As you get closer, you can see that the size of this thing is like the main body is the size of a small like shed or house. You know, it's a good 10 by 10 just for the central casing. And as you move up, you can see there are scorched, bizarre markings inside. And I think, would you give me a D6 roll, Malo? You may have been exposed to stuff like this before.
1.
Yeah, so you're looking at this. You've seen complex metallic inner workings like this before. This is damage beyond repair, in all likelihood. This is like some of the secrets of the Atlanteans that you've seen.
Well, let's search through it. See if there's anything interesting.
You must be careful, though.
Right.
So as you get up, tell me what you guys do next.
I at least look peer inside, trying not to touch anything, just to see if there's anything in there.
I think with a roll that good, you probably find something salvageable, but it's going to take you time to figure out what it is that you're going to steal or take from it, and whether you can get it functioning again too.
Got it. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it seems like between Iphigenia and I, we think it's worth taking, right?
Sure.
Cool.
Since we're at the center, Zanico will clutch his holy symbol, and he'll kind of kneel down and offer some prayers that the jungle will reclaim this land eventually, and it'll return to its rightful cycle of growth and decay.
Okay. So as you do that too, I think that what we last see is the rain clouds that have been pouring for much of this day. They part, and a couple beams of sun come down into this clearing, and we'll end our session with you guys in the Deadlands scavenging the Atlantean wreckage with your new companion on the way towards the smoking tower. So, guys, now last session, did I give you any XP for the first of those giants that you took down?
You did not.
No.
Okay. What a big meanie. It's almost as if...
Well, we were all in a little bit of shock because of Artair's passing.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. So then, guys, that means that you get the full XP for these things today. Oh, we're going to do this. You know, calculating XP in this is a lot easier than AD&D.
Yeah. And we have 2 Astonishing Fortune left, just FYI.
Okay. So it's another 100. All right. And there are 5 of you today. Guys. Oh, yep.
Yeah.
You each get... Oh, and everyone's got the
Prime
bonus. So, with your prime requisite bonus, the total XP for today, 3,553 XP. That's 3,553.
Wow.
Calculate.
Yeah, fighting giants is no joke.
Giant.
I think I'm very close to...
I think I might have.
What you guys ding?
No. I'm not. I've got ways to go.
Oh, I'm sure I have a long ways to go.
How much off, Will?
Let's see. 315 XP, and I'll get my next level. I'm close.
You know how to keep that incentive going on your characters, because wasn't Chael like 500 XP off from...
Oh no, Chael was like 30 XP.
Yeah.
You know?
So good.
Yeah.
All
Okay,
right.
okay, we're
Did
like,
I get any XP? Did we get any XP for killing that poor horse?
No. That was technically a party member, so there is no extra XP for killing party members. Oh gosh. All right. So then, guys, for
39. Yeah. So I mean, we're within like 10,000 now of the next level.
wow, and next session is going to be session 40 as well, too, guys.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So it's almost as if we've got something special coming up for 40. Then we will leave you guys in the clearing there. So for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for session 39 of our Reavers of Thule campaign. As is always the case, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session or the game or the campaign in general, please do not hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section of the video. If you enjoyed the session, be sure to click on like. That helps us for the magic behind the scenes of YouTube. And if you want to be sure to not miss an episode, be sure to click on subscribe and the bell icon to change your notifications so that you can be notified when we go live. In addition, if you want to contact me directly, you can reach me on Twitter at Dungeon Musings. You can reach me by email. My email address is dungeonmusings@gmail.com. And you can find a link in the description of this video to the Dungeon Musings Discord server, where we have channels dedicated to this campaign, every other campaign we run on the channel, every game we run on the channel, as well as a bunch of other cool things like finding a group or setting up virtual tabletops or pictures of our pets. So lots of great stuff there. Lots of great people who are always discussing some pretty cool stuff. Our 5e channel is getting more and more active too. Turns out we had quite the undercurrent of 5e players looking for a place to chat. In addition, you can find in the description of this video, right down there, there is a link to something called Heroes Save Villages. That's the charity fundraising campaign that we run on the channel. And from now until September 1st, 2020, for every $25 that is donated Canadian to that charity, you get one chance to win one of the prizes in our charity raffle. Now, the grand prize is a copy of Beetle and Grimm's Eberron Rising from the Last War Gold Edition box set, a beautiful box set that's got a ton of cool stuff in it. We've talked about it quite a bit on the channel before too, and you can find links to the descriptions of what's actually in the box, but suffice it to say, it's an amazing product, tons of cool stuff. I think it's valued, it's either $250 or $300 US originally, but the copy that the grand prize winner will be getting is still in the packaging from Beetle and Grimm. It's a beautiful thing, and if you don't win that, there's still tons of other cool prizes, including 2 copies of the Astonishing Swordsmen and Sorcerers of Hyperborea core rulebook that I picked up specifically to use as prizes for this. You can't get this sucker at the time of recording, so you got 2 copies of this bad boy that you could win. You also could win copies of, let's see here, there's a chainmail dice bag made by our very own resident armor smith, Dave. There's a Skittermander dice bag. There's a copy of Keith Amon's any award-winning The Monsters Know What They're Doing. There's some cool OSR zines from our buddy Jason Hobbs, and there's a ton of cool stuff, prizes you can get from the Dungeon Musings Red Bubble shop, including the big, massive copy of the Thulean map that we use in this campaign. So lots of cool opportunities, and the best thing is all donations go directly to SOS Children's Villages International, a really great organization active in over 130 countries that provides benefits for over 80,000 orphaned and abandoned children. So not only do you get a chance to win some really cool gaming stuff, you get a chance to help out some kids who could otherwise really use some help. And all donations go directly to SOS Children's Villages International. None of it goes to the channel. None of it goes to any other middleman. So chance to win some cool gaming stuff and be a hero and help some kids. Really, what more could you ask for? Last but not least, I want to give a huge thank you to my players. So Will, George, Carl, Robert, and especially Arlen, who is now onto PC 3 in this campaign.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for playing today, guys. This was a shit ton of fun. Congratulations on beating those giants and those beetles.
Giants.
What's that?
Got out of those giants. I got to finally use my ring of shooting stars.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
You need more nighttime encounters. Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. So then, for those listening at home, thank you again for joining us. We hope that you enjoyed our session back in. If you are listening to this during the current pandemic, we do hope that this finds you healthy, safe, and weathering the current crisis as well as can be expected. We hope we gave you a couple hours worth of opportunity to turn your mind off of the troubles of the world and think of the troubles that our heroes continually get themselves in. And until we see you again, happy gaming.